creating broadcast.
Dun dun
Okay.
dun 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 dun.
Do you
dun,
do you want
dun.
to take a peek? I guess I could. I'll just do it on my phone.
Peep the horror. You're bringing it up, Kyle, to see.
I am. Just want to
Make sure everything looks okay and sounds
sure
okay. And
everything's
doesn't...
looking fucking Gucci.
There we go. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
at least
well,
now we're
I
getting
think-
your audio. Okay, this is just going to be an endless cycle because I can hear my own audio, Kyle. Please
yeah.
mute it. I'm going to server mute you.
No.
Damn. Harsh.
Okay. So, welcome, everybody.
Glad to be here.
Our last session. Glad to be here. Our last session, Aaron, you had to leave a little bit early, so this
I
recap is
did.
going to be especially helpful for you.
I missed cups again.
You
No, I'm
did. You
kidding.
missed Cups the sequel. You did.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I forgot that. I was too high.
Yeah,
I definitely
you're very
did.
high.
Hey, do you want my cups?
So, I'll
No.
start-
I got it the second time. I think. I'm pretty sure, right? Or no?
No, you left right before
You left
Kyle
while they were
recommended
playing
we play a
Cups.
second round of Cups to see who the winner of the bag of organs would be.
I see.
So
Yeah.
we'll start this session by. I want to explain to you guys how the time, like the date and time in this world work. I didn't want to spring this on you session 1 because it would have been stupid and not had any context. So now that you guys understand who the Archfey are broadly, there are 4, 1 for each season. The way that time works in this world. So basically there are 4. Where did I take these notes at? Oh, here we go. So there are 4 seasons every year, or like cycle. So there are 4 seasons in a cycle. There are 100 days every season, and they're named after the 4 Archfey. So spring is Cernyuni, named after Cernunnos. Summer is Yavani. Fall is Ogmi, and winter is Moragai. Right now, so when this started, I'll give you guys a little bit of a timeline. When this started, it was the year 4,277. You guys can feel free to keep track of the current date if you'd like. It will be important, just saying, moving forward. The
What's
year
the date?
4,277 PA. There's kind of a BC and CE in this universe. PA is Perennium Agitatum. That's like CE. PX is Perennium.
No, that's the fucking monolithic army base. What the fuck?
This guy's fucking making up words already.
Yeah.
Perennium Praxis. Praxis. That's PX.
All right, I'm sorry. I would like you to repeat the year, please.
Okay. The year
Yeah.
is currently 4277 PA. Perennium Agitatum.
I'm not gonna. Those
Perennium
words. I can get everything.
Agita.
Just know
Andrew's
PA and
date.
PX. So PX is pre year 1, PA is post year 1. So this is again, it still feels like way too much to spring on you guys, but I promise.
You know what? I don't. It's 4277.
4277 PA, because you can count just cycles, and if you count just cycles, it's a different measure of time. So make sure you specify PA. So when you guys started your trip in Burnwood, which let me bring up, I have a calendar as well. When your trip started, your assassination attempt happened on the 81st day of Cernyuni, which is spring, of 4277. It is currently Yavani, the second day of Yavani, 4277. So you have 98 days left in this season. Okay, so it's summer, basically. Start of summer is the timeline right now. I'm probably explaining this very poorly, but just so
It
you
would
guys...
just be more helpful if we got like the
You need to
spelling
make
of
a
everything.
calendar now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a calendar
okay.
would be kind of helpful.
let me
You have to model it after our current calendar, otherwise it's not real.
The Gregorian
And you have
calendar.
bad DM.
Yeah.
I can download this as a docx. Does everybody have like Word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have what's
Word.
called Google Drive.
Maybe I do.
I have Google Drive also.
Oh,
I
I
guess
yeah.
get Word for free from school, so
I have
Here,
WordPad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, here's a docx that is the D&D calendar.
it'll
So
still also let you pull up Word documents even if you don't own Word, if I remember
I
correctly.
think you
And
just
then
can't edit it.
Yeah.
you can do it in the
Noah wouldn't want
Web
us to edit
version.
anything anyways, so
And
Hey,
this,
just
by the
say,
way,
"Fuck
is
you."
the brief description of the Alimaean calendar. 4 seasons in a cycle, 100 days in a season, and there's the name for spring, summer, fall, and winter
Wait, where'd you post this?
in party chat.
What? I do not see it in party chat.
Oh man, I can't look at it. 'cause
Oh, you know
it'll fuck
what?
Everything up.
Why the fuck did it do this? It did not post in party chat. It posted in the private party channel. What?
Oh, then I can pull it up.
Oh, it just posted. You posted it into the VC chat.
I guess I did not know that was a thing, a separate thing. So
Yeah, they added VC chats like last month, I think, or at least last
Oh,
month or so.
okay.
Oh, there it is.
What a bitch.
Okay, so this is the equivalent of BC, and I'm adding the spellings in here. Okay, and this is the equivalent of like AD or C. Okay, so right now, if you use that D&D calendar, you can see current date and time, which I'm also gonna let you know at the beginning of every session what the current date and time are.
Okay.
I know. It makes sense in my head, and then trying to explain it, it ends up coming across so fucking extra.
It might be a little extra.
It is extra. I recognize that, but it's important for reasons,
For
story
lore.
reasons, for lore. Yeah, lore and story reasons.
I play
So-
D&D for the plot.
Currently,
Same.
and the way you can write
How
the
big is
date,
the plot?
the way you can write the date is like this. So this is typically the way it'll be written out. Oh, wait, let me look at the current date. 4277 PA to Giovanni. So that's typically how it's written.
Now,
out.
is that
So if
for
I ever write it,
according to rich people in this world or poor people into this world?
this is the
Two
Imaran.
the day and Giovanni the month.
2 is the day, Giovanni's the month, yeah, or the season. There's only 4
Jeez.
months, so really, how Austin, why are you doing this to our beloved VC chat? Yeah, it's written year, day, month, or season. So, so the way that it'll work basically is I'll let you know at the beginning of each session, so you don't necessarily have to keep track of what day it is, but I'm gonna keep that calendar I sent you running on my end. If you want, in between sessions, I can share that with everybody. I can send a link out to our group chat, and
Sure.
you guys can just see it as it happens.
Yeah.
That might be a little easier.
I just added the year to the very beginning of my notebook.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can start with a recap of last episode.
Previously.
On Alimaea. Hatchet asks the party where they're going, why they're going to Rue. Hatchet does not like Alden, Gerard finds out. Gerard mentions how the party's allied with the Resistance. Hatchet brings up the Order of the Blue Eye and the Age of the King. I guess let me put on some, I already have music up. Let me go ahead and set
You
it
have to
up.
play Dragon Ball Z music right now.
I'm not gonna
since
play
we're
that.
doing a recap. Previously on
I don't know.
Alimaea.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z, so this means nothing to me.
God
Thank you.
damn.
How
You're
were
the
you
worst ever.
child with Toonami as a child?
I didn't
How
watch
about
Toonami,
Yu Yu
okay?
Hakusho?
How?
I don't know. I didn't
Last
watch Four
episode
Kids either.
on
I
Pokemon.
just watched regular Cartoon Network like a basic bitch. Hatchet brings up the Order of the Blue Eye and the Age of the King. The party recalled that the Order of the Blue Eye are a group of the best mages whose entire purpose is to keep the King of Alms Manor alive for as long as possible. Gerard wasn't as keen on talking to the higher-ups, but Hatchet rubbed elbows with them and got to know a few secrets here and there. He doesn't keep in touch with any of them, but recommended Wemmick Dimbrewer, their old boss's boss, as a contact in Belmere. This character once scolded Gerard for taking double rations at the mess hall.
Oh, by
Hatchet...
the way, sorry for interrupting.
No, go ahead.
In my notes, I just because you said he was the boss's boss, I'm like, I don't know what that means. So in my notes, I just put Wemmick Dimbrewer as like the platoon commander.
Sure, yeah.
Oh
I mean, he's whoever your boss was, he was that guy's boss.
Yeah.
So there's not a specific title given. It's very loosey-goosey, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it would be squad leader, platoon leader in the most military structures, so...
Hatchet berates Haggis, his stupid first mate, who sounds like the job's done guy, and calls him a fat bastard to his face. Hatchet says to Murgo that if he sells all 15 pounds of his pixie dust at market price, he'd be getting 2,000 gold. Gerard probes Hatchet about any potentially defecting guards, but is told that Hatchet doesn't know anybody in particular. Emmett probes Hatchet about finding pirate allies, and he says look in shady harbors in Alms Manor and Havensmead. Hatchet warns them to be careful in Rue, especially from followers of Higos. 24 hours later, the party arrive in Rue and eventually make their way to the Sleepless Stars Inn. When they enter, they all feel their magic drain as they enter the anti-magic field that envelops the building. Iona keeps her changeling powers but loses her markings. Murgo is unaffected by this field, and it confuses the players and PCs equally. The party meet Peepaw, the lovely old man who runs the rooming arrangements in the inn and handles the room fares. Iona learns that anti-magic can be learned, but takes years to learn, and is very mysterious. The party go up to Kikaw, who sounds like a non-lispy Athelardus. They order some food, and Kikaw asks them if they'd like to participate in the raffle that takes place the next day. Everyone asks for a ticket, and Kikaw repeatedly yells at/for Beepo, a socially anxious halfling old man who talks like a little kid. The party learn about Durbitch and more about Beepo's past. A real trauma dump. Murgo goes up to his room and attempts to search inside himself and see his true nature. He realizes his abilities aren't entirely natural before succumbing to a narcoleptic fit in which he dreams for the first time, feeling an enveloping warmth and hearing an unintelligible female voice before returning to consciousness. Iona asks Peepaw where to learn anti-magic, and she discovers that he is senile.
He's just crazy.
He's very crazy. Iona teaches Murgo the Identify spell, and we made a DM ruling no material components for spells below 7th-ish level. Murgo casts Identify on his soul and sees a void with a faint flame and decides to show Gerard and Iona, who sense a great evil coming from it. Gerard, upon seeing this presence, falls to his knees and briefly loses consciousness. When he comes to, he's able to recall some members of the Pantheon. Higos, Boromir, and Morrigan. I don't know if you guys want me to go back over who those people are.
As long as I get a picture of Morrigan. In Minecraft.
God.
In Minecraft.
I'll build you.
In Minecraft.
Do you guys want me to go over who those are again, or skip it?
Sure. Go ahead. Go for it.
I
go
took
ahead.
notes.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. It's tied, so I'll just go for it. Higos, 100-eyed god of the stars, deep, secretive knowledge, mostly unknown but presumed evil. Many people have attempted to obtain his knowledge, and most of them have died trying to keep it. Those who have that knowledge stay very secluded if they are alive, and if they keep their sanity. Morrigan, not necessarily evil, but very uncaring. Archfey of winter and water, she's equally worshipped and hated by the Fae of Alimaea. Boromir, chaotic evil, close to the original biblical version of Satan, embodiment of pain and torment. He's able to shapeshift into any creature, living or dead. Ephraeus' antithesis. Many consider them to be siblings, although they aren't related. Very much so a trickster. Nobody knows where he is or what he's doing at any given time. Murgo is very happy and excited about this revelation and doesn't seem to care about the difference between good and evil as it pertains to his soul, despite Gerard's warnings. They suggest asking around. I wrote asking twice. I just gave myself a little stroke. They suggest asking around to find an expert the following day before going to bed for the evening. I told you I was delirious when I was writing all this shit. In the morning, Beepo comes up to Emmett and tells him about the nightmare he had, and they become very good friends.
No, we did not.
Emmett loses to Beepo in cups, and Noah almost throws up from laughing so hard. At the flip of a
Fuck that
coin,
game.
the party, which by the way, Austin, you did verbatim say like, "I love you, Beepo." This is something you
And
said.
now I hate him.
You said, "I love you, Beepo. I love you so much," and then you said Beepo's my favorite NPC, and then you played Cups, and now you hate him.
I mean, reasonably
I would hate him too.
He's pretty hateable.
I'm
still
going
a
to
fan of Beepo.
weaponize him.
Yeah, I know, Paul. You and me are on the same page, man. I love Beepo.
I'm a fan of him as long as he serves my agenda.
They look at the notice board, and at the flip of a coin, they decide to help find the missing master in the northern part of town. They see on their way there a few specialty shops, a bookstore, a leather worker, and a blacksmith. I'll go ahead and label those on the map here in a minute. The party head up to a house on a platform next to a wizard's tower and meet Brensis Moriarty, who asks them to find his master, Kevin. They get a potion
Fucking
that lets them
Kevin.
into the neighboring tower. Heading up, Gerard breaks his foot trying to kick the door at the top of the tower open.
Oh.
Hemet uses a bright shard to try to coax Styx, Kevin's crow, in the room at the top of the tower to find Kevin, but is unsuccessful. They get Kevin to transform back into a human from his snail form and question him. Emmett asks for a lead to a wizard who has celestial knowledge, and he recommends Chiz, an ex-boyfriend of his, but he doesn't know where he is at the moment. They ask where Fager may be, and he recommends they look in Greenchurch. The party collect their money from Brensis and head back to the Sleepless Stars to participate in the raffle. Emmett wins a salt block, that means any food he carries will never spoil. Murgo wins a seed of moon ice. When dropped in a body of water, it freezes up to a 20-foot area. If swallowed, you die. If touched, you have to succeed a constitution saving throw, or you die. It can leave incredibly frozen corpses that never thaw and are not cold to the touch. And I didn't put that you guys swapped. I just, in my notes, put that you each won what you swapped for. So Gerard wins the explosive Carnelian, which gets hotter. Which, by the way, Carnelian, I looked up between sessions. It is a gemstone. It's very pretty.
Hang on one sec. Explosive.
The Explosorus. Sorry, Explosorus. I'll just let you figure out how to spell that.
I
Carnelian.
think it's actually in party chat.
Yeah, I
it's
think
in
I put
party
it in
chat.
party
Hold on.
chat.
Yeah.
Well,
Carnelian.
I can't switch over there. CAR. What?
Carnelian. Explosorus Carnelian. Gets hotter and hotter when activated. Explodes like a stick of dynamite after 1d2 plus 2 rounds. Iona wins 4 penguin tokens, which I know you took notes on, which can summon an 80-pound emperor penguin. On land, it can't do anything but waddle to where you direct, but in water, it can attack with a 1d12, has 1 hit point, and will be destroyed if hit or killed. Will revert to a token after 1 minute if undamaged.
Can you? Can you
Go ahead.
repeat how long it takes and how much damage the dynamite deals? The explosion.
Just explodes like a stick of dynamite
Like,
after
yeah,
1d2
explodes
plus 2 rounds. So no, I don't have a damage listed.
1d2.
Did I write down that they disappeared? Let me see.
What are you gonna give it? Fireball damage?
Explosive damage is not a thing, is it?
Explosive? I don't know.
Pretty sure it is.
When you say also when you say that they disappear after 1 minute if not injured, do you mean like I lose it or it just goes back to being a token?
Will revert to a token after 1 minute if undamaged.
Let's see.
It will be destroyed if hit or killed.
Yeah, I have that part.
You can throw it up to 60 feet. Within 5 feet of that point, DC 12 Dex throw. Taking
This is for the Carnelian.
3d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save and
Bludgeoning. Okay.
half on a successful one, but you could probably retcon it differently, obviously.
Yeah. If you want to PM me that, I'll look at it in between and I'll figure it out.
This is
okay. So 2 people end up having the winning ticket for the grand prize, a bag of organs. Cade is one and Medea LeBlanc is the other. Murgo takes the tickets upstairs and casts Identify on them. The tickets are both confirmed to be legitimate. Gerard declares the contest illegitimate and proposes a friendly endurance game of cups to settle the argument. Cade loses at cups, and Medea arguably also loses at cups, but she wins the bag of organs. Approximate time is going to be 3 p.m. is where we're starting here. And this is on the 2nd of Yavani. 4277. So we will start in the tavern. Medea has just won her bag of organs and has pranced off happily. Cade looks very upset in the corner. We'll say you're all in the lobby of the tavern right now.
It's morning, correct? This is
It's
the beginning.
it's
of the day.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Because the raffle just
Oh.
happened.
Right. Okay.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't have any spell slots. I
And we
fixed it.
did the wizard tower in the morning then.
Yeah, you did the wizard
Yeah.
tower, and then the raffle was at like 2. I think.
For some reason, I was thinking the wizard tower was done at night. I don't know why. I
Okay,
feel like that's a very
so
nighttime thing.
I'll let you guys go ahead and figure out what it is you'd like to do next.
All right.
So it
let's
literally
say you
just
guys. Oh,
ended-
go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say. So you guys just ended with the end of them winning the bag, and that was it, right?
Yeah, as soon as we finished that, we ended it. Oh, I did not give you guys a reward for that. So Kika comes up. Oh fuck! Hang on, let me bring up my. God, all this prep and I'm still not ready. Where's my?
Did we play cups? But we played cups. But I played cups with him before we went to bed, didn't we?
You played cups.
Yesterday.
The day
Whatever.
before, I think.
Okay.
Oh, you did it right when you came downstairs first thing in the morning. That's you played cups and then you looked at the notice board. Okay, so
Yep.
Kika comes up to you, goes, "Thank you for helping resolve it without violence. I really appreciate it. Here you go.
Problem, Kika.
I'll give you guys a little bit of a treat for helping me out." And he gives you guys 100 gold total.
Total 25 gold each.
I'll take 50.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at
You want to
Kiko
take
and
50?
say-
You want to take 50?
No.
There we go. 131.
Fight me about it.
Okay. I had to. Okay, this is embarrassing, but I did have to bring up a calculator to do the math to add
I do
20.
it all the
100 to fight.
It's fine.
I had to
Um,
add 25 to 106, and that takes more brain power than what I currently fucking have.
so
I feel
Kika
that.
says,
Honestly, I was never good at
Understandable.
math.
Kika says, "So, do you guys have any plans for the rest of the day?"
All I know is I never want to play a bloody game of cups again.
I'm thinking about
Yeah.
hitting up the notice board.
I'm thinking about.
I love side quests, Noah.
Thanks, Gerard. I know how much Gerard loves side quests and not main story stuff at all.
I'm going to look at the guy who lost and say, I'm sorry. That bloody halfling got me too.
Cade says nothing. He just shakes his head violently. Just
If
storms
you-
off out of the bar.
Mr. Cade,
I was gonna offer
if you
him a
want me
drink.
to, I can clean that for you out in the parking lot.
He goes and keeps walking out. He doesn't pay you any mind.
I was gonna
I haven't
offer
seen
that
a
bitch a
single
drink.
real word before.
You said what?
Have we seen him say a single word yet?
No,
No.
he and Medea have not said anything. He's just thrown up all over himself.
They're mutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Mr. Kika?
Yes.
I have business in Green Church, and like I said, I've only been here 2 weeks before. What sort of part of town is that?
So Green Church is
Is
actually okay. You can talk. Go ahead.
No, I was just wondering if it was more of the roguish type of town or not.
No, that's like Old Silk Dark is more that. Why are you rolling?
I clicked alchemy set. I don't know why it made me roll.
Old Silk Dark is more the dangerous part of town. And it's part of the South District, too. It kind of bleeds into each other. The second plaza down the street is really the part you want to watch out for. But Green Church is really full of religious types. Not the sort of religion you'd be thinking, mind. Just religion in general.
Gerard got really excited for a second.
Whoa!
Religion.
No
I
way!
love religion.
Okay. And,
What business do you have in Green Church? If you don't mind me asking.
It's personal.
Is it?
Yes.
How personal, if you don't mind me asking?
Extremely.
Define.
Define extreme.
I'm hunting for
Define
somebody.
We're here on a
Oh.
search for knowledge.
Knowledge. Oh, then you're probably looking for Greenchurch Keep. That's like a huge library. He points right down the road. And you can see. Let me go ahead and swap to.
Down the road again.
Boop. There it is.
Although you may not know this, I am looking for a book.
What's the book?
Hold on.
Oh, you don't remember, huh?
I'm
you write it
looking
down?
in my notebook. Yeah.
Oh, you write it
That's what he's
down.
looking for.
I know what it is. How do I
It's
remember this and you
called,
don't? You're the one who's.
Because you're the DM?
Apology, and
This is
you,
part of your
and
character
you,
quest.
and me.
I don't remember
Oh,
this
right.
spell book.
Yeah.
I mean-
haven't-
Oh, go ahead.
I haven't heard of that, but you may be able to ask the head of the library there, the head of the school.
Who would that? Can I get a name for that person?
Yeah, I think he's Figo, Feige, something like that.
Baker?
Ager.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. Do I look like I go to school and learn stuff?
Well, he may grace this wonderful establishment.
He's pretty reclusive. I have never seen him. I don't know many
I
who
was
have.
too until my family died.
I've just heard a
think
couple
that's our
rumors
guy.
here and there.
I know that's our guy.
Wait, you're hunting him? You're hunting
No,
the head of the
no,
school?
no.
No.
I would never blow
No,
up
no,
a
no.
school, I swear
For
on my life.
information.
In a video game, dude.
In a video, in
game. I'd never
Minecraft.
blow up a school in a Minecraft. Okay, so you say you're not gonna go kill him. I guess I have to believe you.
Oh no, I need to know what he knows. There's no way I would want him dead.
That sounds mighty suspicious. When you put it like that. Oh, I definitely wouldn't kill him. No siree, not me.
Murder.
Okay,
We
well-
said we were going to kill him. Would you still point us in that direction?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not really
Don't worry.
biased one way or the other.
Don't worry, I have no intention on harming this man.
Oh,
Don't
no, that
worry.
I
I
believe.
really
whoever
don't
it
want
is.
to hurt him.
Okay. Do you guys want any food before you slowly walk to Greenchurch Keep?
I'm not going to slowly walk there, but yes, I would enjoy some food.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
want
yes,
to
I
get
do.
could've
as much
sworn
room
we already
from
ate
me,
breakfast.
Nico. Oh,
It is
Yeah,
3
actually-
p.m.
it's 3 p.m.
Oh, you're right. How many meals? How many meals do we need to eat a day? 'Cause
Yeah, do I
sometimes
have to
I'll
eat
go with
lunch?
just one.
It's role play. You don't have to.
I don't eat.
You can be like, I'm not hungry. You can just say I'm not hungry.
photosynthesize, Yeah.
Actually, could you hold that? Can I get a bread bowl for the road?
Sure. Bread
For the
bowl,
walk?
like a bowl made of bread with soup in it, or just a bread bowl, like a bowl with just stuff on it.
On the menu, it says served with olive oil for dipping, but I don't need the olive oil.
Sure. Okay. One dry, disgusting bread bowl. Here you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Do you
Hands you
want
some
me to-
dry bread.
Am I giving him the money, or is he just
Yeah,
giving
take
it
it.
to me?
No, give him the money.
Damn it!
I expect you to manage your own finances. Okay, so are we heading to Greenchurch Keep? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, might as well.
His name was Kikal, right?
Yeah.
Call you.
Also, wait, Zeph, you're looking at the wrong menu, by the way. You're looking at the burned downtown
You definitely
menu.
are looking
Oh.
at the Keeping Cobbler.
Well, I gave him the same amount of money, regardless.
Well, he made you a bread bowl, so he still made you a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Kikal, my good sir. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good day.
Okay, I will.
Bye.
Bye.
Before we leave,
Uh-huh.
we'll look at him and say, "What is that halfling's deal, anyways? With that game of cups?"
I didn't ask him to make it. I found him on the street. He was playing cups with the other people, and they were tipping him money. I just took him off the street, gave him a home. I didn't think he'd be playing with the patrons.
You knew about this?
I didn't know it was this serious. I gotta get him some help.
You knew about
Ah.
this.
I think he would be
Cups
very
is a long
useful.
game, man. You gotta play the long
It's the
game.
long con.
I think he would be very useful. As in, he could keep unsavory patrons out in a different way than their bitch.
Everyone's breaking their arms. Everyone's pretty good when they come in here. I haven't had many problems. Okay, well, bye.
I
Is this
refuse to
conversation
play
happening
that
as
game again?
is this conversation happening as you're walking out the door, like you're shouting from the street?
Yes.
So you guys are heading down the street to Green Church Keep. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. You can go ahead and move your little tokens around.
Let me zoom all the way the fuck back out.
Let you guys scoot your little tokens around. Nice. You're
Oh my
plotting it
god,
out.
I hate this.
Okay, I'm there.
No,
Good,
no, you don't get to cut in front of me. I
You
was
can't
walking my
cut.
turn.
I'm in the keep already. Fuck you mean?
I was
Are
trying
you
to grab
able
it with a little hand
Oh,
thing.
there you go.
Yep.
Where are you
I
going?
was grabbing with the wrong thing. That's what I was doing.
Good.
Okay. So
We're here. Joseph.
as you walk up, you see this large complex of buildings that have been ramshackled together with boards. They were originally multiple buildings, but they've been like Frankenstein sort of into one large building. And as you walk up, you can see it's bustling with some magic students here and there, carrying books and talking amongst themselves. And you can hear some bells as you walk up toward the keep and walk under this huge archway to enter a little courtyard with a bunch of places in between. And you
Is
spot
this, like, famous or something? Like, is there any notoriety about this place?
about Green Church Keep.
Yeah, is this like a big institution that people travel to go see? Because it
It's
seems
not
like there's a lot
massive.
of
You can
people.
see its size compared to the pub. It's a bunch of smaller buildings.
Okay, so like people wouldn't travel to go here unless they're in the relative area. Like they're not going to travel across
Yeah, this would be the
country.
equivalent of like a local college kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But you'll see as you go through it'll come together a little bit more.
Okay.
And you spot someone who looks to be a prefect turn towards you and come up. She goes, yeah, she goes, "Oh, you guys must be new here."
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna ask earlier when walking into the Green Church, do I see any kind of iconography or inkling of a Freya's?
It's not.
Of a Freya's?
There's a big mix of things. You can see a few people carrying tomes that bear her sigil, but not anything as overt as a church would be.
Right, mostly sacrilege. Gotcha.
Sure.
Mostly
I don't know if I'd go that far, but more like casual scholar rather than devout.
Okay. Wannabes.
She goes, yeah, wannabes. She goes, she goes, "Hi, I'm Ikora," and that's spelled Iqora.
IQORI.
Iqora. I'm Ikora, and I'm the assistant researcher here at Green Church Keep. What brings you guys here? Are you looking to study?
Yes. We're looking to learn.
Learn what, may I ask?
Well, if you
We have
haven't anything regarding abjuration, school of magic, that would be lovely.
Well, we do have many different halls, and each do deal with different forms of magic. We have our library straight across, but it's totally up to you. Yeah, you can feel free to explore around. Just be aware that it's things are a little tense around here right now.
May I ask why?
No,
I
it's kind of a leadership. It's kind of a
No, you
leadership
may not.
issue. We're trying to
Okay.
find. Oh, fine. I'll tell you. We're trying to
Okay,
find more
thank-
people to lead our different schools of magic, but it's just been difficult so far.
Probably best that you just disband it, to be honest.
Well, that wouldn't be very prudent. We're trying to enhance knowledge to be able to allow people to express themselves through magic and learn the safe ways of operating with it.
No,
Don't mind my
that's her
friend
cue.
here is a very devout follower of Freya's. He's not used to these sorts of areas.
Well, Aphraeus is inherently magical. I'm not sure how much research you've done, but she is inherently magical. I would think that someone who's such a devout follower such as yourself would appreciate that, have an inherent curiosity for it. But if not, I guess that's fine.
He's not used to that probably came off differently. Like this is out of character. I mean, he's not used to
arcane
arcane.
magic and
Yeah.
and holy magic are two different
Are
things.
different.
Yeah.
They're different, okay?
Just saying,
It's the arcane I have issue with.
Oh, well,
Not our Lady of Light's miracles.
well, there are schools of thought that do consider them one and the same to a degree, but
That's fine. Those schools
That's
of thought's
fine.
going to be wrong.
it's fine. You can have a wrong opinion, but that's okay.
The Earth is
What can I-
flat.
what can I help you guys with? What
Um,
specifically are you looking for?
we heard information that there was your headmaster is Fager, yes?
Oh yeah, that's my boss.
We were actually looking to speak to him, if at all possible. I understand if it's not.
Yeah, no, there's no issue at all. He's pretty deep in thought in his study right now, but are you? Iona, what are you looking?
We
at
would
right now?
like to talk to him.
I want to know what Iona looks like right now.
Sorry. In this place of magic, like schooling, I probably would be changeling form.
Well,
Okay.
Just a quick refresher. Before we
Yeah.
entered the anti-magic inn, you said you wanted to look like a tiefling.
In the city, but if you're saying you
Yeah.
want to look
Yeah.
like a changeling in the keep, that's totally fine.
When you entered
guess I would've-
the inn,
yeah,
you
I
were like,
would've
I'm going to
been-
go back to changeling form.
I would have been walked out as a tiefling then probably. So we'll go with that for now.
Okay.
Hold on. I can fix that. Look, now I'm
Oh,
a
you're changing your
tiefling.
thing.
Wow.
And you're a Genasi, are you?
I.
Oh, he'd be very interested in meeting you. Yeah, I'm sure.
May I
although
ask
he is,
why?
well, he's always had a fascination with, and if you'll pardon me, freaks.
No offense taken. Look at
I'm
my
not-
garb.
I'm not trying to be offensive.
Obviously a pirate. I am used to these things.
I truly can't find another way to say it. Unconventional races, I guess I should say, especially unconventional births. He's very preoccupied right now.
Unconventional races does sound slightly
Dakota,
racist,
that's
but I'll
very
let it
base of
slide.
Rarer.
Very-
Let me say
very
this:
basic.
more
Nice of you.
uncommon. Un-
Unconventional birds.
unconventional births.
Minorities, you say.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh dear God.
But I'm sure.
Can't
Knowing
wait
that
to
you're a
get lynched
Genasi,
on Twitter.
I'm not. I'm very sure that as a Genasi, he wouldn't mind being interrupted by you. You'd be a fascinating school of study for him.
I would.
His study is straight back, right next to the library, up that set of stairs. She points to a little archway with some wooden stairs leading up.
All right, Emmett. I think we've got ourselves an inn.
No, the
Thank
inn's
you.
down the street.
Smart ass.
Thank you for your help,
I knew the
Laura.
pun was coming. I ran right into it.
Yeah, no problem. If you need anything, come find me. I tend to be around the courtyard.
Perfect.
Thank you.
If not, I'm in one of the neighboring workshops. You'll figure it out. And
I'll just call for you.
Yeah, sure, that works. I'm not guaranteed to answer, but you could try. She tucks her
Aquarius
arms
isn't
back in her,
arcane in nature.
she tucks her arms back in her robes and starts to. What are you calling for Kika?
No, no.
Oh, like a classic. Like, okay, I thought you were specifically calling for Kika.
No,
who-
God,
who
no,
me?
get him
Back
away
in
from
her-
here.
Back in her robes and
I'm
starts
just
to-
going to mutter under my breath. Well, if we had any other issues, I would have sent Beepo down here.
Okay, so what are we doing? She's walked off now.
I'm going up that way because
Yeah.
I was gonna start heading that way when Gerard said we had an inn.
Okay,
We
so
do,
we're
we
heading
do
towards-
have an inn back the other way. Back the
We're
way.
starting-
Literally.
We're starting towards the study then.
Yeah.
I
That we
Okay,
are.
so as you head up the stairs,
Yeah.
as you head up the stairs, you eventually reach a hallway. It's relatively long, and at the end, there's one single door, which, as you approach, you notice does not have a handle, only has one keyhole, and on it there is a sign that says "Knock twice."
1, 2.
Hang on, let me change our
Emmett has
Hold
been
on.
knocking relentlessly. Knock twice. He's been
Hold on.
disintegrated.
Hey, hold on. I got this. Let me take noise suppression off, just so I can knock.
This is what you're doing. Okay, there. Twice. Twice. You're just gonna.
Oh,
knock
twice! There we go.
There's no answer at all from the door.
I did what I said.
Allow me, gentlemen. Knock, knock.
The keyhole opens up as a mouth and goes, "Who's there?"
Emmett Marshflare of the Marshflare family at your service.
Gerard William Hemsworth, Lucius Fenvillian the Third at your service.
Are we, me and you gonna be doing that?
It says, it goes, I don't get it. And then it shuts. The keyhole shuts.
The Arcane have never heard of the great Marshflare family. Bunch of backwater bullshit is this? Literally, because it's backwater on the other side of the continent.
Okay, so what are we doing?
I'd like to knock twice again.
You knock twice, and the keyhole goes, "Who's there?"
We're here for your castle's extended warranty.
Oh no!
Castle's extended warranty who?
Fucking investigate this bullshit. I want to look around at what the fuck this is. I've never seen this shit before in my
Go
life.
ahead, Margo. What are you doing?
What?
Excuse me, Professor, but we have brought a fantastic specimen for you. It is a water genasi.
Me and
I'm
Gerard on
just
each
staring.
side.
I'm not a professor. My name's Elwood, and I don't get it. And then the keyhole goes back to a normal keyhole.
Can I stick my finger in there?
Elwood.
You can try if you'd like. Do you want to put your finger in the keyhole?
No, that's a bad idea. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm tempted to just go back to that bitch and have her open the goddamn door.
We were told that this is where Fager's office. I'll like scream through the door.
There's
Wait.
no response.
Knock, knock. No, go ahead. Say it when he comes back.
Who's there?
We were told that this is where Fager's office is.
Fager's office who?
Damn it.
Oh no!
Knock,
okay.
knock.
Alright.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock,
Orange.
knock.
Orange who?
Knock, knock.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
I don't really get it, but it's pretty funny. And then the door clicks and begins to open.
I got the first.
The door
I got the first
opens,
riddle.
I knock on it
Oh
again.
my fucking god.
You did it,
Holy
Kyle.
crap.
I'm glad you finally caught on.
You know what I was gonna do?
It took
You
you
know-
physically saying knock knock and hearing who's there to immediately go, oh.
I was
You
the
know
only
what
one that
I'm-
figured it out. I don't think anybody else did.
Oh, I was gonna
I
say
just
knock,
wanted to do the
knock
warranty
over.
thing again.
I was gonna say knock, knock over and over and over again until randomly I was just gonna ask the door who's there.
It would not have worked. It would
Oh
not
no,
work.
knock, knock, who's there? Knock, knock,
Okay.
who's there? Knock, knock, who's there? Knock, knock, banana.
Why would it They would have just kept asking who's. Okay, I'm not doing this. Okay, so the
I feel smart.
the door opens up, and inside you can see a relatively large but narrow room. The walls are lined with books, and in front of you can see a man, I don't know, maybe 5'9", 5'10", hunched over a desk currently. And as he hears the door click and swing open, he looks up and he goes, "You got him, didn't you?"
Oh.
Got what?
You got
we
him.
got him all right.
He made Elwood laugh. He's quite the
I guess you could say that.
he's quite the jokester. I like to know that people who enter here can have a good sense of humor about them. That's how I know they're not malicious. What can I do for you?
Does he look like the man in the locket?
He looks
Can I
exactly
tell?
like the man in the locket.
Perfect.
He looks
Noah,
like
Is this the part where I run him through?
what the fuck are you talking about?
No!
We were fucking around before the game. I said the moment I see him, I'm gonna stab him with a dagger.
Oh yeah. Are you guys able to see each other's stats on their character sheets, or can you only see their character? I'm just curious.
I think you
I'm
can
pretty sure
only
we
see
can
their
only see
character.
bio.
I can
Really?
only
Only
see
bio
bio
and
and
info.
info.
Okay, here you go. This is what he looks like.
Fucking Albus Dumbledore looking motherfucker.
What can I do for you?
I'm here about your home's extended warranty.
All right.
Damn it, that's my line.
You must be part of the resistance then.
Aye.
What can I do for you?
I'm gonna let Iona. I'm going to let my tiefling
Yo!
friend over here.
You're a Genasi, aren't you?
Aye.
He slowly walks over to you. And
Old
just
man
kind of
walk.
yeah, the kind of old man walk, shuffles over. Just kind of grabs your hand. You're not wearing gloves, are you?
No.
Okay, he
I
kind of
have
grabs
Modern
gloves,
gloves.
but I
he
don't have
kind of
gloves on.
grabs your hand and starts to like feel it a little weird. And he goes, "Pardon me, I'm sorry." And he steps off a little. And he's like, it's so rare I see someone who's so unique,
So
Oh,
what?
he's not racist. I got
so
this.
wet."
Oh, Shaman.
From my understanding, the circumstances around my birth were not the best for my family.
I can imagine. It's not very often that a Genasi comes into this world, let alone one so seemingly well-adjusted.
Iona realizes, wait, your whole family aren't Genasi?
No.
She's like
Us
actually
Genasi
surprised.
from,
Nor why. Not really.
no way, oh my god. I'm slipping into the Wiltshire accent. Oh no, I'm irritated. Most Genasi here, as far as I'm aware, with the exception of myself, blessed by dark arts.
I
More
start writing this down.
infernal
They
sorts
do-
of magic.
They do tend to be, yes. Often,
Whereas,
if through my research, I've seen often Genasi are produced when the parents are unable to conceive. They turn to ulterior methods, alternate methods, and from there are able to conceive a child. Although frequently it doesn't turn out as peachy as they'd like. I'm surprised he's hanging out with people, honestly. He turns to you, Iona, and says, typically, they're ostracized by their peers, and as such, grow up to be horribly lonely.
Oh, I couldn't imagine how that would feel. Growing up ostracized.
Yeah, yeah. How weird.
I'm just gonna mutter, I'd assume having a lot of money sure helps.
Oh, of course it did. No wonder.
Emmett Marshflare, at your service.
Oh, Marshflare. I've heard of you. Sad story. Another time, though. I'm sure
Aye.
you can enlighten me in some of the grittier details.
After business, possibly. After we come here to discuss what we came here to tell you.
Completely slipped my mind. What can I do for you?
I'm going
Well-
to let my tiefling friend Iona take it from here. She's got more information on this than I would.
Your tiefling friend, yes.
My employee.
I do not work for you.
I didn't say that yet. We have no reason to hide who we are from him, so.
Yeah.
Pling pling
Uh,
plong.
Yeah, plim plim plan, yeah.
I fucking love this.
I look up and I pull the locket out of my pocket. we might have something bad has definitely happened, and we only knew to find you because of somebody named Ren. And I'll pull the locket out of my pocket.
You see a glint of recognition in his eyes as he sees the locket in your hand. And he says, Don't tell me. Is she unharmed?
The entire town was destroyed.
They're all gone.
He kind
If
of
we weren't on that mission that Ren sent us on to destroy some goblin in the goblin encampment, we would have suffered the same fate.
he
We
kind
could
of
have helped.
takes a half step back at the news and grabs onto the chair behind him and falls into it, plunges into the seat. And you can see his eyes flitting around. And he goes, I always thought there'd be more time. And you can see tears beginning to well in his eyes.
There was a letter, right? Also.
Yes,
To
there
Bortham.
was.
To Bortham. Okay,
Mhm.
damn. Never mind.
Well,
Um,
in it,
Here, do you
we
want this
read
letter?
we read that Bortham's was probably dead in the letter, so.
No, I know. I wasn't sure if there was also a letter with the locket. She did speak of you many times.
All bad things, I suppose.
No,
The
Actually-
complete opposite from what I've heard.
a little too much information, but never bad.
So, this is what you came to tell me.
We came to let you know and to warn you. They somehow King Alden knew that they were here and burnt the whole town down. There was
That
Tons
was
of-
a.
knights.
We've come to ask for your help.
Alden is to blame.
Alden is to blame.
Do we still have the note
Oh, I've been keeping
in the
everything.
bag? Okay.
To think that child grew to be filled with such hatred.
I plan on plunging one of these daggers. It's because I know we don't have the platinum pieces anymore because Virgo spent them.
No, you still have 2.
Vega, are you to
Either
say
one
this-
of.
This
I
evil
plan on
king
killing him.
Wasn't always a monster.
As long as I knew him, he was. But as far as I'm aware, it wasn't always. He wasn't always so cruel.
How so?
So give me 1 sec to find what I'm looking for.
This is really good, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
This whole mood. It's good.
The vibe.
As a
Yeah.
elf, I know what age does to the mind, but
Well,
I wouldn't mind knowing what happens.
I can get to that. You may want to sit down. And he gestures to a few extra chairs he has laying around the study.
I will take a seat.
Okay.
I'll take the seat closest.
Okay.
I'm
Grab a
gonna stay.
chair.
I was gonna remain standing as well.
Okay. You see, I worked for Alden. I was a member of something he called the Order of the Blue Eye. We were tasked with keeping him alive for as long as possible. This order goes back as long as Alms Manor's been around, really. A few of the previous leaders, they've all had an order. The 3 previous to Alden, that is. I began service for him around when he took the throne. This would have been, 1364, if I remember correctly. PA, of course. Not quite that old. Let me find. God. Where was I? Okay. When I started, however, I had some suspicions. You see, the Order's, their entire purpose is to keep the king alive through darker arts. That's why I joined in the first place. I had a calling for knowledge, and so I assumed I could learn something and be of use in some way. And once I joined, it was odd. I didn't have to use my magic very often. The king seemed to stay mostly healthy. But I do recall a few stories of his health declining when he was but a child. But ever since I've known him, he hasn't been sick once. But I had my suspicions after we were told, just to kind of take the paycheck, so to speak. It was an easy job, so I had a lot of time to research on my own. I have a suspicion, mind you, and you must promise not to repeat this to anyone.
Never.
Gonna nod.
I think
Yes.
Alden's been alive much longer than he says he has. I'm not sure exactly how, but all I know is we weren't used as well as we should have been and could have been.
So you, as part of the order, you didn't necessarily keep him alive. You were just there.
Exactly. We didn't have much to do. We acted more as advisors than anything.
Did you feel any different being there?
In what way?
Just, did it feel different being around him and around there than it did it being anywhere else?
Not particularly. But
Oh.
I will say it. The reason I'm here today, I used the research I learned because I wasn't taught by anyone. I had to be self-taught how to use that life-extending magic, and so here I am. He kind of gestures to himself. Says, that's the only reason I'm alive today. I was able to leave and use that magic on myself as well.
I do have a question for you.
Go ahead, Genasi.
Um,
you said?
Yes, Emmett. Thank you for remembering. A lot of people do not.
I can see why. Go ahead.
Thank you. Do you know any? Did you hear any stories of part of the order that served before Olden, or spoken to any of them?
Many of the people who were there when I was there were old heads. But typically once you join the order, you're there for life. You die and become what's known as a sage, kind of a ghostly spirit who many mages draw on. Many higher power mages will draw on the power of sages in order to cast powerful spells. But if you'd like, I'm not sure if this is what you're asking, but I can always tell you about a few of the previous leaders, if that's what you mean.
I was just wondering if there were any similar personality traits or any of the such.
So, Alden, as you know, took power in 1364 PA. His mother, Lady Vistria of Goldwyn, took power on arguably the darkest day in Alimaea's history. I'm sure you've learned of it. The Day of Black.
Would I know any of that?
You're pretty learned, right, in history?
You said the Day of Black?
The Day of Black, yeah.
I
I'll
am not proficient, and I have a +0 for what it's worth.
I can do a history check. Give me a
However,
second.
my family might have had a book or two in there.
I mean, he'll tell you if you don't
Okay.
have it already.
Oh.
How do I my chat is just gone.
History check.
I might have to
17.
reload. I clicked twice and it made my chat pop out and then I couldn't see it anymore. So that's cool. Now
I mean,
can
if I wasn't gonna check if he was just gonna tell me.
Yeah, here, let me see.
I was just going to like say,
I'm
hey,
getting
would
so
I
sick of
be
this
aware of it?
mouse. What did you roll, Aaron?
17.
A 17. So you can recall the Day of Black as year 1. This would have been 1 PA. 1 Perennium Agitatum. On this day, 3 of the world's leaders, the leaders of the elves in Belamecia, the dwarves in Marlow, and the humans, or the leader of Alms Manor, the leader of Belmere, they were all assassinated at the same time on the same day. Often considered the darkest day in history. So this is PA1, or 1 PA, the day of the Day of Black would have been the start of this.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, the Vistria, many people considered her unprepared. She was quite young. She lasted from the Day of Black until her sudden death, disappearance, I should say, and then death in 534 PA.
Vistria, by the way?
Vistria, Vystria. Vystria. The one who was killed in the Day of Black was her mother, Keria, Keria. Keria. I'm trying to double check here. Okay. And I can send this to you guys as well if you'd like. I have
Yeah,
I have this
so I
written
can get
down.
names
Please and thank
correct.
Yes.
I definitely have to be careful sending you this though.
Remember, the lore dump is always recorded.
I know. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. It's a little weird the way it came out. It was supposed to all come out in one message, but I guess that works. Keria was killed during that time. She took power quite a few years beforehand. Around 2,500 years before. I think it was 1676. PX, Perennium Praxis. She took power after her father, Imeri, for whom we have the Imeran calendar. After he died.
Was this also mysterious circumstances or suddenly as well?
Imeri died of natural causes. He was relatively old for a human before founding Belmere and taking power in 4021.
So, everybody besides her father, besides our Mary, died of something that seemed sudden or unnatural or disappeared.
Well, there's only been 4, so
Aye.
yeah, I would say, yeah. Not exactly establishing a pattern.
75% just, interesting coincidence.
Hasn't been 75%. It's only been 50.
50. I'd
There's been-
assume Day of Black is
There's 4 leaders,
sudden
including Alden.
circumstance. Oh,
So only
he's going to die of sudden circumstances if I have anything to say of it.
his rule's gonna be cut short.
I'm gonna say that out loud.
Okay.
He's going to die of sudden circumstances, at least if I have anything to say about it.
I apologize for the history lesson, but none of you seem like you're from around here, so...
I may have seen it in my family's keep, but that is not the lore I may necessarily be interested in.
The lore. You call it lore in real life?
Lore is an arcana, yes.
Bro, what's the United States lore? New lore just dropped.
Lord, don't know that
Lord,
U.S.
just
history,
dropped.
bro.
Oh, are you still with us, by
Oh
the way?
boy,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you've been quiet for a little while.
I've been quiet. Yeah, I'm a good boy. I'm
What
listening.
I'm doing is being like super interested in this fucking story because this is really good.
Mhm.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, Kyle. I can never fucking tell with you.
I'm
Oh no, this is
sorry.
really good. Keep going. I'm so invested. I promise. I promise I care so much. Okay.
It's really not sarcasm. This is really interesting shit.
Okay, Kyle, whatever you say. So what do you guys...
I mean, it's no Matt Mercer, but
Yeah, of course. I'll give you guys a chance to respond.
Um,
I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's getting warm.
Only because you're there, BB.
Okay.
so he's just ending with that.
I mean, he has more to say, you can tell, but he's pausing to give you each a chance to respond or ask any questions, follow-up questions.
Unfortunately, it's not my people's history, but fascinating none the least.
And I will say, I'll just, I won't say anything. Kyle, I'll say you probably would, dealing with the underbelly.
all right, okay.
Why, you got some thoughts? Is that what you're thinking?
I do.
Do you want to voice those thoughts?
Yes, I do.
I've got
I'm
suspicions, but I'm
trying
not going
to figure out how I want to word this. Gotta get into character because
Devil magic?
fucking devil magic, arcane arts, the fucking worst.
to this
Right.
day, we still don't know what happened with the assassinations.
Well, those who were involved in the Day of Black are no longer around. I'll just say that much.
I'd assume that was probably some pirate justice done.
Oh no. Pirate
Well, that would be-
justice.
Pretty messed up. They were beloved leaders, so
I mean, for the assassins.
you.
Figure. If
There's-
I've got everything straight here, it seems to me like you're saying the Blue Eyes, the Order of the Blue Eyes was merely a flint, and is actually doing nothing to keep him alive.
As far
right?
as I'm aware, they're exactly where they have been. Which is to say, they are uninvolved in the health of the king. Although they are, in my opinion, overly involved in the choices of the kingdom.
Could I make... Oh god, I think this would be an Arcana check to see if what he's saying relates to any sort of magical creature, or I don't think that would count as.
If you have
Nature?
suspicions, you can voice those suspicions without having to roll an Arcana check. An Arcana check, I would say, would be against your knowledge to say, like, does this remind me of a specific creature? But if you have an idea already of what you think may be going on, you can feel free to voice those suspicions, and then we can go from there.
Figure.
Could it be that?
Go ahead. You can
My
go ahead.
apologies.
You can go ahead.
Could it be that all this is some sort of fey creature or fiend creature.
Alden very well could be, but that would be quite strange.
Have you ever seen this
Well.
king go out at day?
Frequently, yes. He's quite sadistic, to be honest.
Not a vampire.
There was a
Not a vampire. Fuck.
I can recall a time he called for a guard, a specific guard after some raid or bust went wrong. He did horrible, unspeakable things to that man to ensure that mistake wouldn't happen again. And he used magic to ensure that he wouldn't die during that process. He was present when they paraded his mutilated but still living body around
is this the guy that Hatchet was talking about?
Around the streets of Belmere as a sign to the other guards to show what he thought would happen if you couldn't be trusted. And I remember that poor man, died of exposure during the trip.
That sounds like the behavior of a pit fiend, from what I know of them.
Okay, now I'll make you roll an Arcana check.
Alrighty.
I don't know nothing about him. Well, I know stuff about bird people. I lied.
That's good.
Oh, I know nothing.
You rolled a 7? Here, give me one more.
I rolled a 2.
Well, with your +5, you get a 7.
Yeah.
Here, give me a moment to read something.
I could technically give you a D4. Maybe we could get you over 10.
Okay.
You want to try
wanna
that?
do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance, and you get 1d4 to add to your roll.
Oh boy. You got a D4 out. Our DM's cool with it. He's focusing. He's so into this reading. Look at him go. Eyes intent, blazing.
Stop. I'm trying to actually read. Hang on. He's okay. What are you bugging me about?
I was gonna say guidance to give a D4.
I was just gonna let this pass.
Oh, that's fine.
True, it does sound quite like a pit fiend. However, pit fiends are unspeakably evil. They're
Is that
aware.
not unspeakably evil?
Alden is sadistic, yes, but there's a sense of knowing about him, of self-awareness. I think he almost seems remorseful at times. Hi, Brianna.
Hi.
I can see her this time.
Hello.
Yeah, thank God she has a shirt on.
Go ahead.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just go.
But
go
she
ahead,
can't
what?
hear us though.
No, they can't hear you. Or you? No, she.
Aw.
You. Oh, shit, it just broke. What's up?
Did I tell you about the drama going on in the free stuff group on Facebook?
No.
Did I tell you? Oh my god. So originally they were supposed to be going on. There are 4 admins.
Kyle asked for this.
Okay, it's like 4 old women.
Okay.
The one admin, I guess, went crazy on all the other admins and kicked them out of their own group and blocked them all so they can't get back in because
Such a
they're
juicy
like pissed
drama.
off at each other.
That's some real Discord moderator shit right there.
It definitely is.
I joined both so I could see the drama. In the original group, the one remaining admin kept talking shit about the other 3. In the new group, they kept posting screenshots of messages talking about how she's crazy.
Kyle looks so
Back and
enthralled,
forth,
doesn't he?
back and forth every day, posting drama about the 2 just listen, about the different admins. They're all old ladies who are like retired, getting pissed off at each other, posting screenshots of text messages, talking shit.
We need
And
Keemstar out here.
Yeah, we do.
Kicked out of the original
some popcorn,
group, and I was
Kyle.
like, oh no!
Why were you
Booze
kicked out?
time.
Because the lady realized I was
Booze
in 4
time.
groups,
Booze time?
Yes.
Are we gonna take a pee break while Kyle gets gets yelled
Bio
out about
break?
old lady drama?
I'll
Bio
go do a
break.
bio break.
Figure out who it was. Which they leave the other group.
I'll go do a bio break too while I wait for Kyle.
All right. And thank you very much for the enthralling tale of old ladies being mad at each other on Facebook.
It's really.
Yay.
I love you. Thanks, babe.
That sounded disgusting.
Indeed.
God, I can't stand all this lovey-dovey shit going around.
Okay, I've returned with alcohol.
Welcome back, drunk boy.
Not drunk boy yet. I haven't even opened.
Not
I
yet,
just
boy.
opened this.
My bladder has been emptied. Thanks, Austin.
That's hot.
What?
Where do you think you got the beer from?
My
Kyle,
fridge?
that was such an interesting story.
I know, right? Super enthralling.
I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
I'm sorry, dude. It was a tale for the ages.
And now it'll be immortalized.
Oh, I have ideas about your to piggyback. Not piggyback.
Oh, speaking of,
Virgo,
I'm gonna
but
change my shirt real quick. It's very hot. Hang on. BRB.
wow, what a bitch.
For real, right?
Hey everyone, talk shit about him right now while he can't hear us so we can see it later.
I'm sure
I'm
he's
talking
still
shit right
upset
now.
Yeah, I'm talking so much shit right now.
Dude, so much shit. It's like a river of feces coming right out your mouth.
Ew.
Bro, I'm the one that would have stories about this man too. Fucking high school story.
You see the range of my headphones is like 3 feet? What the fuck are you talking about? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I've been talking so much shit about you now.
Oh, I know. I was able to literally
muscle
hear
shirt,
the
let's
whole
go.
What?
I wish I had muscles that wear a muscle shirt.
Me too, Austin. I wish you had
You have more than me, bitch.
No, I'm saying I wish you had muscles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be like 20 times more attractive with muscles, I know.
Mhm. 20 times 0 is still 0, Austin.
Fuck you.
Damn, fucking savage, my guy.
Alright.
Ah,
Was Fago
Aaron
done
really-
speaking?
Aaron,
Oh, wait,
we're waiting
Aaron's
for Aaron to get
gone.
back. We're really waiting for Aaron.
Get out from
she
under
severely,
there.
She
I'm kidding.
severely overestimated the amount of time Brianna would be talking about old lady drama.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there she is.
What a bitch.
heyo.
What a bitch. We should have been talking shit about her this entire time.
Me?
We've been talking shit
No,
about her the
me?
entire time.
I would never.
Are you eating? What are you
It's
eating?
not like around
avocado,
my...
an unpeeled avocado, an unpeeled kiwi.
It's
What
like
is
an
that?
avocado.
Oh, it
has
is
sex
actually an
with another.
unpeeled kiwi. You eat
You
the,
can-
the
You
you
can.
eat the skin.
Sometimes.
That's
These
disgusting.
ones are.
I couldn't do
I
it. I'd have,
wash it.
I'd have to shave it first.
It's not hairy. This is like a yellow.
Oh,
Yellow
the sun
kiwi.
gold ones.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't like those ones very much. I just know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I got
Oh,
excited because I
those-
recognize
Yeah,
them.
This
I
is the thing you guys
recognize them.
should really be weirded out about.
Oh
What's
yeah,
that?
that's a lychee.
It's a rambutan.
Oh, rambutan. Oh yeah, it tastes like it
Family.
tastes like a grape
It tastes like
Kinda.
like a lychee type thing.
or like an
But they're called
unpeeled. It looks like an
rambutan.
unpeeled grape.
It's
I
a
think
fucking
Kathy
alien
has-
egg, is what I call it.
A rambutan. Kyle, where are
I
you?
thought
What are
they
you
had
doing?
some of those on the fridge.
I'm just off screen.
We're waiting for you, bud.
Oh, go
Smacking
ahead,
it,
man. Go ahead,
macking it,
start. I'm, like,
wappity wap.
literally right here.
Oh,
He's
okay.
jerking off back there.
Off screen.
You're right.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
right.
where-
let's go.
Oh no!
What? Take my shirt off? Okay,
Okay.
I'm kidding.
What are we? Where were we before Kyle?
Was
really
Fager
interrupted?
done speaking about pit fiends and
I don't
shit?
remember.
Remorseful?
Oh yeah, he said he was. He said Alden came across as remorseful.
Yeah,
Oh.
talking about Alden being a vampire or something is what I remember.
I
Don't actually
You've seen-
confuse. It's a
You've
lot of
seen him
lore.
remorseful about things.
He seemed, yes, he seemed like he was aware, but almost like he couldn't stop himself.
I wouldn't know the possibilities of this, but would possession of some sort prevent alter the body in such a way that he would live that long? Or
Possession
Could-
typically, as far as I'm aware, possession wouldn't
or
cause one to live beyond their years that much.
then the only other thing I could possibly think of is, and I'm not sure because that would make him evil, and that doesn't make sense for the remorseful aspect of it, would be he could possibly be a lich.
Oh, he's not that powerful,
He's not? Okay.
as far as I've seen.
So you're saying he's a little
yet.
bitch.
To
I
be fair-
understand.
A lich, not a bitch. Yes, exactly. But
Okay.
he. To be fair, I only came in after he took the throne.
Aye.
I know nothing of his time other than that one instance of him being as sick as a child. I know nothing of his time before. No,
And how
I-
old are you, sir?
I'm. I honestly shouldn't say.
Oh,
Figure, what do you
Quite. Quite old, I'll say that much.
You look good for your age, whatever it may be.
Thank you.
Oh my fuck. I said Fager, not Google.
Baker?
Okay, go ahead.
Baker from League of Legends?
Yeah, Faker. What do you recall of Alden's illness as a child? Anything
They would-
specific?
The other members wouldn't tell me much. Just that it almost killed him. It happened frequently as well. But there was one time in particular it almost took his life. But after he recovered, he seemed to stop being sick from then on. Now, of the dates I gave you, I will say, just so you don't think me crazy, so you don't think me mad, I will say, to back up my claims, oh my god, what the fuck was that? One date you'll know. I did like a tiny burp. I don't burp, so it was weird.
Oh, I sneezed at the exact same time, so I muted my mic, so I'm like, wait, can you still hear that? I hurt my back doing that.
One date you'll notice is missing that I found suspicious was in all my research I could never find an exact date of Alden's birth. There was no exact year, and I can't find any record within the royal keep.
That is
All I
definitely
know
more
is
behind this
when
random
he's
cult.
all I know is when he took power. Officially, of course.
could have just been taking power in that form.
That is also what I was thinking. If he did not have any sort of undead capability, could it be possible that him and his mother could be the same being with a glamour of sort on them?
Explain.
Very high level glamour, like
Like an illusory magic
aye,
to take the form of another.
aye.
It's
It
possible.
would be much more high level than I would have ever seen.
But that means that Vistria would be alive for quite a long time.
If Vistria and Alden are the same person. If it is going according to what you said earlier about Alden possibly being a fae, I'd assume that would be a reasonable amount of time.
I personally don't think he's a fae, but it is a possibility, I guess.
Hmm.
Mm,
Any other theories?
And I must ask, it's been bothering me. You, Tiefling,
yes.
you're, you're also quite unique. Which plane do you hail from?
Do I know Typhling lore?
No, you don't.
This one.
Kyle knows Tiefling lore.
How unspecific. You know not of your birth.
actually, question outside of character. Do I
Uh-huh.
remember like any of the actual specifics about like my being born at all, or probably not? Do I just know that I like?
Well, you know about your parents, right? Your parents aren't dead, right?
Oh, that's true. I guess they would have told me like what happened to me. I guess I just don't know if I would have known if the wet nurse like if the nurse like what the nurse did to me when I was born versus like just the annoying bad opinions from my parents.
If you want to just set in stone, my impression was that you had this desire for arcane knowledge, but not really a specific knowledge of where it was from.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will answer. I only know where was I born? Did I write this down? Where's my?
I'm sure you brought it up somewhere. You were in Quethlin as a kid, right?
Yeah. Well, I eventually made my way to Quethlin, so I'll just say that I was near Quethlin when I was born. I'm from a small home just out of Quethlin. All I've really known is Quethlin since a young age.
The City of Secrets.
Yes.
Ah, and what of the rune on your hand?
Wait, can that be seen through the Typhling glamour?
I was assuming so. It's up to you, I guess.
I mean,
I
there
assumed
could be
when
a
I changeling that I could
possibility,
hide them, as like when I change.
Okay, I
He's
assumed the
also a
marks.
powerful wizard, so he might be able
assumed-
to see it.
I assumed the marks were on your body throughout.
As something I could. I mean, that's fine too. I just didn't know if that was something that I could alter with my changeling powers or not.
Do you think it makes story sense for you to be able to, or do you think it adds more flavor if you can't? It's something you have to actively try to hide.
I mean, that's fine too. I wouldn't really be walking. Or I guess I would still be walking around town, even if the markings were still there as a Typhling. Because the whole point of me changing into not a changeling like around is so people don't
Yeah.
know it's me.
Well, the marks aren't from you being a changeling.
That's true. All right, yeah,
The
that's fine.
marks
We can say that
are
the marks don't disappear.
Okay.
These are I've had these since I was born. I don't really know. Would I know that they're from the 100 I got, or even that I don't know
Mm-mm.
yet?
Yeah, well, no. We'd say no. You just know that
Um,
there's some weird circumstances around your birth, I
yeah.
guess.
But I don't know. They've been here since forever.
Do you mind if I take a look at them?
But I'll put my arms out.
Okay. As he grabs your arms, he holds your wrist with one hand and touches the rune with his other hand, and you feel a shudder go through your entire body as you are forcibly brought back into your changeling form.
I'll draw my hands back.
So, you're a changeling?
Yes. Hated by
child?
other changes.
Why, child, did you feel the need to lie to me?
It was at my suggestion.
It's in their nature.
A racist?
I wasn't
thought
necessarily
it would
trying to hide
be-
from you, but I was trying to hide from the city, who I possibly.
Well, know that here you're safe, child. You harbor no judgment from me, no matter your form.
Do you know what these markings are?
Unfortunately, I've come across them before. I'm a practitioner of arts that some would consider to be unnatural.
I'm waiting for Gerard to cut
Yeah.
in on this.
I've got nothing to
Gerard's the
say.
fucking odd one out right now.
How do you mean?
He's the one that hates fucking magic and he's talking to a dark wizard right now.
I just need to get whatever information I can about Alden.
The means
He's a great
justify the
benefit
ends.
to you.
But then what dark magic is?
Some know him as by his common name, the 100-eyed god of the stars.
I
It
wanna know-
looks like you've been
sorry, go on.
touched you've been touched, child, by him. Now you can go ahead.
Well, that makes me all curious. You
Well,
see,
yourself
sir?
as well.
Oh, not about her, about what's in me.
Oh,
Damn, okay.
damn. Brutal.
I'm very curious sir, as well, because it seems that all of us seem to be touched by some sort of being.
Except
It's
for
very
Jura.
interesting. I'd say personally Gerard
kidding,
might be
I'm-
touched by a Freyas.
And
He seems very more devout than other of his folk that I've met.
what may be within you, Elven son?
Well, that's an excellent question. I believe it's the flame itself.
I
I believe not.
I'm not sure I follow.
Here, my friend, take my hand and cast Identify upon my soul.
Come with me, and you'll be.
I'm I'm not entirely comfortable doing that quite yet. If you can beg my pardon.
Understood. I can take you there myself, but I require a short bit of a break.
Would I be able to just burn my sorcery points to give a spell to him? Would you let that
No,
happen?
I'm not gonna let you do that.
Damn it.
That'd be
No.
totally OP if I ruled that right now. That'd be no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, I would
Um,
only be during this part.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I just know that the last time that I did this with another person, it knocked our friend Gerard there quite on his ass.
When was
I mean,
this?
Dark-
Is this
we
that
ta-
party I was not invited to?
It wasn't a
yes.
party.
You'd
It was
assume
for
when
me.
involving fire, you would want something literally made of water around.
Now, changeling. Kiwi eating changeling.
Sorry, that was the wrong talk.
Rambutan eating changeling. You're from Quethlin, correct?
Yes.
Or whereabouts? You know, if there's one place to find secrets, especially a secret that large, concerning our king, or Ormsmanner's king, as it were, you know where to find it.
I know it will be there. I only have a small name for myself in that city. I will, it would be helpful to have more names to look for.
Now, I do have contacts in Quethlin. I'm quite traveled myself.
If you would be willing to help us connect with those contacts, I can try to learn more information.
Now, if you'd like, I can accompany you, perhaps. I'm terribly fascinated by those runes on your hand, and I'd really enjoy the opportunity to learn more about them, if I may.
If you would like to come, I don't know if my
What?
companions are against this.
What about the issues going on in this school? I've heard from your assistant researcher that there were some issues here. Would you not be needed here to handle those?
I'm quite lonely, honestly. I stay in my study most nights.
I
Cora is
understand.
Cora's quite capable. I may leave her in charge. She's been training under me for quite a few years now.
Dumbledore's leaving McGonagall to be the principal. Let's go.
Substitute pointable.
Are you not worried what would happen in your absence?
This school is but a small project of mine, child.
Aye,
There are larger things at play.
that
Things
there
that-
are.
Require my attention far more than a magic school.
I just want to do an insight check real quick
Sure.
on him asking to come with us before I say what I want to say.
And let me double check something real quick.
Oh,
Good roll.
Sheesh.
21.
He says, "Come here, child," and grabs your hand before you have the chance to react. You receive Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
What the fuck? What the hell? Eldritch Blast? You gonna do cantrip?
I was gonna find a way to get this because I don't know if it comes on my spell list or not.
oh.
Fucking wait till you get the feats on that.
If this doesn't prove to you, child, that I'm knowledgeable in these sorts of things, then I don't know what will.
Wait, what does it do?
It's
Can
OP
I
as fuck.
attack something that looks like it's fine to be hit, just to test it? Is there something in this room that looks like it's like non-important?
Sure, we'll say
Am I aware of what's going on? Like, was there any kind
Not-
of indication, like, there was some
My
kind of
runes,
magical
my
shit
runes
going on?
glow or something.
her when he grabs her, her runes glow and her eyes glow a lavender sort of color. A bright
I
lavender
stand
color.
more at attention.
I went ahead and posted it in party.
I just
chat if
opened
you
up
didn't
that
put
same
it
thing.
there. Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
say if you want to put that on your cantrip stuff.
No, I have
Oh,
it on.
okay.
When this happens, you out of your own control, as your hands are out from the shock of this, it releases from one of your hands and strikes a nearby bookshelf and shatters it to pieces.
What the fuck?
I pause for a moment, but I'm like really giddy at the same time. Sorry.
It's all right. I was finished reading those anyway.
Well, I hope there wasn't anything interesting.
Quite terribly interesting, in fact. But
Iona, what was that?
I'm assuming to me it feels the same as when I use my other type of magic stuff.
this feels different, and you notice that the runes have crawled up your arm, maybe to halfway of your forearm from your hand.
I look at Gerard and go, new powers?
What
I don't
in the
like it.
Sam Hill?
I don't fucking like it.
I don't like it. Let me swap our music for a moment. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah, I'm
You guys-
gonna,
Change isn't always good.
You guys can
I
go
wanna-
on, but I'm gonna.
I want to take a closer look at these rooms.
A very long look.
I kind of want to know if I would fucking know what the hell just happened.
Um,
Would I know anybody with these powers or heard stories with
You
anybody
guys have
that do
seen
shit
the
like
runes
this?
on me. The runes aren't new. The runes are just bigger.
I'm
You guys have
talking
seen
about the
runes.
magic.
No, I know,
talking
but I'm
about the
saying
magic.
the runes and the magic are the same. So I'm just saying you guys would have noticed the runes on me too.
Oh, my character's never asked about the runes.
I didn't say
It's
that. I'm
only
just
on-
saying
it's
you
on
would have
one of
seen
your-
them. Is it or just on the one arm or whatever?
It's on one hand, and it crawls its way up halfway up your forearm. Now that this has happened.
I'd like. Can I inspect that?
My rune.
Not
My
up to
rune
me.
arm?
Actually,
What was that?
It's not up to
Mr. Fager, what did you
Yes.
just do?
I allowed Iona to break one of her own gates and tap into power that is dormant within her.
Would I recall that, like, as a changeling, that some of the things that other changelings didn't like about me was like maybe weird magic things that sometimes happened out of my control, similar to this?
We'll say that you could have spurted little energy bits out of your fingers or something occasionally, like a little freak.
Like a little freak.
Yeah, like a little freak.
Here, just before I say anything else, then I'll do at least an Arcana check to know that this feels the same as those moments as a kid.
Sure.
15. Okay.
Yeah. It feels strangely familiar, but you can't remember any specifics at the moment.
This is similar to when I was younger. A bit.
Power's always been within you, child. It's just been locked away somehow.
But why me? Why like this? I've never met another changeling like this.
It's not a changeling thing. This has nothing to do with you being a changeling. This is something else entirely. It's a power that I've given up in the past. I relinquished this willingly before.
Or why?
Alright, old man, cut to the chase. What the fuck is this?
This is the power of the 100-eyed. Higos. Iona has it stirring within herself. It's something that I'm wary to teach, but from that brief glimpse, I feel that she's very capable as a student.
In character, Iona's just like droning.
Like looking around like, oh.
Is that why I knowledge is very intriguing. I turn back to the books that I burned, a little distraught. Is that part of it?
None of those would have happened to be on Celestials, would they? I'm just musing.
Most likely this search for knowledge that you have inside you, it's your true nature trying to find a proper vessel. Trying to force its way out. I wouldn't doubt it.
Should I be worried?
I wouldn't be.
I turn to Gerard because he seems worried.
Just know that the power that is within you is very dangerous. I will warn you before.
I'm just ready to hold Gerard back right now if he's like trying to do something.
Before pursuing this path any further, I will warn you. Many have died trying to
I'm trying to
gain
keep
the
the
knowledge
sword
that you have.
sheathed.
Turn into Gerard. Can't kill me if I look like yourself. Which one am I?
No, Gerard, no.
What is like the rough? What I mean, all right. Let me ask this: would Gerard know roughly where Higos would align on an alignment chart? Like, how evil would Higos be?
Unknown.
Unknown.
Yeah.
Because
Would
it's
it be
mostly
reasonable to
unknown.
assume neutrality at this point in time?
He's extra planar, so
Yeah.
you smell nothing when it comes to Higos.
I wonder, what do you smell on Fager?
I'll say you smell nothing. I'll say you can.
FYI, like
Yeah.
this whole like, oh man, it smells like arcane witchcraft in here. That's just like some flavor. Like I
Some
can't
bullshit.
actually-
Yeah.
If I could actually sniff out arcane, like that'd be overpowered.
I'd be broken.
Detect magic.
Like yeah,
Can you
always-
not? What is your ability then?
Oh,
That was divine sense that
so
we were
this is-
saying he smelled like shit.
me. This is just kind of flavor. I was actually thinking about this too when I was listening back. I'm like, why the fuck can I just actually detect shit like that? I can't. What I can do as a paladin is I can use an ability check to detect whether there's something good or evil in like a 30-foot radius of me.
And it
but
manifests as a smell.
it manifests as they describe it as like rotten eggs, like a sulfurous smell if it's evil.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
smells disgusting.
So this
But
is not a passive ability you have.
No, I'm just
okay.
using it as flavor. As like, oh man, I fucking like because
You
Okay.
like
I
joking
don't like
that
arcane,
you
so I'm
fucking
like,
magic
oh man,
smells
they're
bad.
they're-
I just
Yeah.
okay. I just wanted to clarify that because I was also the impression from last. week
Uh-oh,
that-
stinky
No.
scholars. They need to take a shower.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This, like, don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Do we want to see anything else right now?
Now I want to find Chiz and wonder what he's got for me if it's anything good like this.
Did you say Chiz?
I?
I know Chiz.
Yeah?
I know. Oh, well, I know of him. I guess I should say.
This weird-ass bastard Kevin told me to go see him.
Kevin's a crazy fool.
Fucking Kevin, am I right?
I don't like to talk poorly of others, but Kevin is a fool.
I wasn't meaning it poorly. I was just like, he's a right
Obviously.
bastard, that one.
Obviously, that's not speaking
Me and
poorly
him
of
yelled,
someone at all.
fuck you, 20 times as we were leaving his tower.
Good friends, I see.
He
Yes,
trapped
cheers.
himself as a snail. Under
Yeah.
the paper.
I had to kill him. It was very worrisome.
Not the smartest wizard I've ever seen.
No, well, I won't.
I like that crow of his, he seems pretty nice. Sticks?
Styx has always been a favorite of mine.
Any
Chiz.
bird that wants to kill a spellcaster is like right bird in my book.
Chiz, last I heard of him, he set off for Sedania in Ashlow. That city on the lake.
Could you spell that?
Sedania? Zedania. This is also on your map, by the way. Zedania in Ashlow. And I'll let you know. I'll give you a little bit of flavor text if you want to fill it in.
Mm-hmm.
Zedania is a city known for its learning capabilities. Ashlow is the island where humans were first put on Alimaea by Freyas. So humans are naturally curious, and so set up a place in their capital with a massive library that spans almost the whole city, where many people who wish to study or teach go to do just that. So it's a
actually, I might know of that place if that's okay with you. If my family like got books from there and shit like that. Like only the establishment, not the actual place or anything like that. I know the name.
Sure, yeah, we'll say you're aware of it. But I just wanted you to give that as an option for some flavor text.
Okay. Interesting. Quite the long stone's throw away from here, but
Yes, quite.
It'd be a good
pretty
place
close to
learn
home.
about what might be going on with Olden, though.
It could be eventually. However, I think that's too far away to serve our current
If
capabilities.
we're going
if you
anywhere
would.
for answers, Rue has got to be. I mean, Cleflin has to be the place.
Cleveland's closest one, and I'd rather, who knows what could happen on the sea, or on the road over to Wolf Shore, which would be the easiest way to get out there.
So,
Alden could set up an ambush at any moment, and currently Wolf Shore is aligned with Alden. We can't.
Alden is not-
I would be a sore thumb out there.
Alden is definitely not cunning enough to me to be able to command an army to go to an entirely separate country to track down 4 bandits that, from the sounds of it, he doesn't even know exist.
He knows my family exists. They've been
doesn't-
sending out privateers there.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't know you're one of the people involved. I don't think he knows any of us are involved.
Not involved in his unaliving attempt, if you would. He knows of my family, or rather Wolfshore does, and he's assisting them by sending the Navy out.
Wouldn't that mean we'd have an inn if he knew of you and your family? You could find ways to talk to people who would trust you.
Hang on, can we
right up the road?
can we back up for just a sec? I want to make sure that we're staying in canon. So, Austin, what is it that you think is going on?
You've already said it's okay. You've already established.
I just want to
it.
double check.
Him sending the Navy out to assist in their anti-piracy laws.
Yeah, over the last couple decades. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I've been trying to relay that.
And you're using that as logic for what? What's the plan? I'm sorry.
Logic to not go out that way.
To Wolfshore.
Yeah. To
Oh,
go
as
to
in he
Cleveland.
has
I'm
Navy
trying
out
to
there.
push. Yeah. And I'm saying that anything can happen on the seas out there, especially since my family name and my honor would dictate that, I'm not hiding who the fuck I am.
So let me ask again, because I think this has come up a couple times. I just want to double check. Why would Alden know who you are? Not you
me
specifically, Emmett
specifically, the
Marshflare,
name.
but I'm talking
The
about
pirate
you
lords.
as being involved. You as being involved in the assassination attempt.
Oh no, I didn't say he would. I was making the assumption that my family name's known to be fucking pirates. If I'm out there in Wolfshore, they know I'm a fucking pirate because of my name. I don't want to
and
hide who the
therefore
fuck
you're
I
a
am.
target in Wolfshore.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. I thought I heard something
And
about.
they are by association with me.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. I thought I heard something about an unaliving attempt, so I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, I'm saying.
Unaliving.
I'm saying that I would not, after his last unaliving attempt, if you would, I would not prefer to cause any undue attention to us by going in a place that's essentially hostile.
Okay, I got you now. Sorry.
That last bit was in character, by the way. So
Yeah. I just wanted to double check. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I was caught up since I was distracted for a second. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys can go ahead.
So I'm in favor of Quethlin being our next point. Should we decide to go that way? Should we not find any other information or anything here?
Well, if we do want to kill the king, we probably need to know what he really is.
Aye.
That would be an accurate assessment.
And if I may interject, there is a safe house in Quethlin. We do have allies
Aye.
there.
Would I
In
have
fact-
known about the safe house before I left Quethlin to go on this other mission? No, right?
No, we'll say no for that. But you're going to be aware of something else. This is going to be kind of an info dump. I don't know if you want me to say this is about how Quethlin works. I don't know if you want me to save this for when you're closer to the city or not.
I would like to save it for when
Yeah.
we arrive.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. In fact,
Also,
two of the people who run one of the houses in Quethlin, Neferata the vampiress, and Busting Mike, those precarious lovers. They run the safe house in Quethlin.
Okay, wait. Which ones?
Busting Mike and
Neferata the vampiress and Busting Mike.
Neferata.
They run House Meadowblood in Quethlin.
Just out of curiosity, Fager,
Yes.
my father and Weasel go way back. Would you happen to know whereabouts he is? Just in case we need to beat a quick escape should our attempts not go unnoticed. If he would, of course, be willing to put his head on the line.
You said Weasel.
Yes, Weasel. Otherwise, yes. I know him as Weasel, at least from what my father
the dwarven
said.
pirate lord.
Aye. If you don't know, that's fine.
If I'm not mistaken, he runs the Northcrest chapter.
Okay. That would be a good thing. I'm just muttering this. That would be a good place to go on our way, from my understanding, back up to Holmes Manor.
Now, I don't think I got everyone's names. You, Paladin.
Gerard William Hemsworth, Lucius Vermilion III.
Quite a mouthful. And you, Elf?
Murgo Perkins.
Margot Perkins. What a name. And
America.
Changeling, I don't think I ever caught your name.
Iona.
Iona. Wonderful. Brilliant. Well, what do you propose? You can see his eyes kind of glint in excitement just a bit.
Homeboy's ready for an adventure.
Yeah.
Noah's insert character here.
Oh yeah, this
so
is my
he can play.
self-insert character, guys.
Not your
The
self-insert
old
Noah, so
wizard.
he can fucking play the game too and be part of the adventure now.
Yeah, dude, I love Alimaea so much, I just have to play in it as well as run it.
I, for one, would love a welcome helping hand in Questlin and another who is on the search for knowledge.
Gerard, I'll defer my judgment to yours. I trust you.
I love this like budding bromance.
Yeah, I know,
between
buddy
us.
cop, like good cop, bad cop.
He's the one that fucking hates everyone. I sweet talk him in so he can bash their brains out.
I'm sorry, what was the name of that other place?
Weasel? Quethlin or, Northcrest?
That other place is so vague right now.
I know.
There's so many places.
You said it was like where like all the humans came from. It
Oh,
was a budding place of like knowledge.
Yeah, so
Zidania.
that is Zidania, and here I'll
Zidania.
show you guys here
Yeah, there we go.
on the world map. It's the southmost island in Ashlow. Zidania is the capital of that.
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
All the way the fuck down here. It's kind of far away from, Almsmith. And we'd have to go, like, in this area, I'm going to assume, because I don't want to travel, like, all that way.
Quethlin appears to be a good bit, but if we can't find any answers from there, Ashlow is the next stop. Go to Zidania.
I think that's a good idea.
That's so far away.
Is
It
it?
is.
Like, what would that actually be mapped?
So let me tell you guys the distance from. I'll let you guys know the distance from Rue to Quethlin, right? Just from Rue to Quethlin. I don't know if this is the accurate map or not. This is one of the ones I used. So from Rue to Quethlin, if you go by foot, taking the shortest path, so this would be going, from right exactly where you are, Austin, there and there. So going from here to here to here, this is 27 days by foot.
Damn.
If you take the paths, which are more comfortable, this route here, this is 45 days.
Jesus.
And if you guys were to take a boat down around here, this is 26 days.
Oh, we should take a boat.
26 days by boat?
No, let's take the path. I want to hit up Thornton. It's got a bigger name than Rue, so it's probably a capital.
Well,
Fucking
it has a
King
giant.
Thornton?
Look at the difference in symbols too. The tiny little dots
The
are
stars.
are towns or cities, and then the stars are capitals. Yeah.
Okay. We can do that if we want to go through Thornton.
What the fuck? Oh man, why?
What?
Oh, Austin just glitched out.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Am I in the,
Yeah, you're back,
did it
you're back.
fix- No, is it how Gerard wants it on his stream?
Oh,
What? Oh,
what?
I glitched out and back in.
you're fine. You're totally
Okay.
fine.
Now,
So-
if I want to go home. it's
How do you
far away.
propose we get there?
How do you feel about getting there?
With all due respect, old man, I think it best
Why?
we take a safe approach and just travel the main road. We can take a little break halfway through our journey at Thoradin, and then continue back down to Quithlin. On
If you would be
on
able
horseback,
to.
of course. I'm assuming there's horses for sale in Naru.
how expensive are horses?
We can search. Now, if you go
How-
by horse, that 46 days, that's what I said, right? 46.
No, I think you said 27.
Total.
For
It's
for the-
45 if you take the paths.
The
If you guys
Yeah.
just cut through the brush, it's 27. If you guys just go
got it,
straight
got
to
it.
the tip of that little,
But that's also more dangerous.
Do we really
go.
want to take over a month?
it's
Just
definitely not over a month. There's 100 days in a month in this world.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting. The months
And
are
it's
long.
not like
There's
right
also
now our
7
time is
suns.
limited.
There's also 7 suns and 35 years in a day.
God, I hate it. I hate it.
It's definitely not that complicated. Literally, there are 4 seasons. There's 100 days in each season. That's all you got to really know. And just know there
It's
is
just
a
the
year
years.
zero.
The years and fucking months are complicated.
Yeah, the years are going to
Yeah.
come across really complicated, but just think about it like there's a year 0. That's literally all you got to do.
That was the best year.
It's not like Olden
year
is after us currently.
No, but we don't know
I
what
look
plans
over
are
my shoulder.
next.
That he is.
I see him in the shuttles.
Also,
How fast would it be if we took horses?
Horses are twice the travel speed, so it's what, 45 days if you take the paths?
Mhm.
So let's say this.
22
Hang on,
and a
let me
half.
let me do a little bit of math.
22 days if we have
2
good
plus
travel.
2
Yeah,
is
so-
4
so-
minus 1. That's 3 quick maths.
So let's say 11. It'd be about 11 days by horse to Thornton, and then another 11
guessing-
ish to Quethlin.
I'm guessing it would still be about 11 days if we had a horse and cart.
No, that
If
would
we
be
hired someone?
pretty
Oh.
much. Why do you need a cart?
Yeah, we don't have any.
So we can ride in
Save money
style?
on a horse. Save money on horses.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There's no reason
can
why
just
something
cast
can't
men.
do, we have a out of character. We have a changeling that can just be whatever.
I cannot
Small.
turn into a horse. Okay.
No, I'm not saying turn into a.
Yeah.
She can't. She can only turn into
Literally,
humanoids.
it's like I
You
cannot.
could turn into a halfling.
No,
She
like
can turn into
horses.
humanoids.
Horses can carry more than one person.
Yeah.
It's not like too large.
I mean, this is an 11-day journey, doubled up on horses. I don't know how comfortable it's gonna be, but
What I'm saying is like the changeling can be a small creature and not be that much of a big deal being on a horse.
True.
We could have 3 horses instead of 4 separate horses.
okay.
It would still require 4, because if Fager comes along with us.
I'm sure he can conjure a horse.
Yeah, I'm sure. Spectral speed.
That's why I'm thinking cart. Because we can put Fager in the cart.
It just sounds like the cart's going to be the same amount of speed as us just walking, anyways. So it'll be kind of unnecessary.
It will be the same.
Can't guarantee we're gonna find horses here.
Well, let's
Fager.
also just figure out how much horses cost before we get too ahead of ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they're even available in Rue.
Fager, does the university or your college not offer horses for cases that may need you to go elsewhere to retrieve materials or the like?
People tend to travel to us. We hire out for materials.
There goes my thought on saving some hard-earned gold.
We tend to post jobs to the notice board in the Sleepless Stars
Oh.
for materials.
Aye. How would you prefer to travel?
I can't tell if this
Fager?
is your sneaking way of asking the DM what he thinks you should do.
No, it's how Fager would prefer to travel.
Well, I've done
That's
quite
my-
a bit of traveling in my day. I've gone all over.
I've been
Alimaea.
everywhere, man.
Yeah, basically.
How
I've
would
been-
you prefer to travel to Quethlin?
I have no preference. I leave it to you.
Can I do an insight check to figure out the best
Oh
way
my
to
God.
I think
No.
I think we should go out and go ask around about some horses.
Yeah.
If all else fails, we should be able to find horses over in Thornton.
So what's the reasoning for going to Thornton? I'm literally just curious. What's the reasoning for going to Thornton?
It's a good halfway point. It's literally on the main road.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I
Okay.
think just like if
It'd
we're
be-
gonna go through the main streets to be safer, pit stop at the town would make sense if we're traveling.
Restocking?
I mean, is it
I want to go to this major city to keep you on your toes.
okay? I mean,
I hope you have Thornton planned.
I literally don't. My plan was to have this full conversation and then let you guys hang out for a little while before we call it for the night.
Oh my. Yeah, let's go. Let's go look for some ponies.
I have no
Ponies.
issues with that.
Okay, so that's what we're doing.
I also am looking at Gerard. You've never said if you're okay with him traveling with us or not.
Honestly, right now, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going through Gerard's fucking head.
You have no
With all
idea what.
this-
Yeah.
With all
This is-
this fucking magic shit.
Look, this is a lot of information. I'll just say that. It's
This
a
is
lot all
of,
at once.
A lot of stuff that like Gerard is not okay with. And for this for the sake of like having a fucking party, I'm trying to figure out how to make it okay for Gerard.
Gerard, I would assume he would think that Alden being alive for so long and having all those fucking wizards doing nothing, he'd be like, what the fuck? You gotta fucking pay for this shit.
Well, I think it's more of an issue with how he's interacting with the party right now.
Too, or, you know, Fager also explicitly said that those wizards were involved in the runnings and advising.
No, I know. I think it's more of
Holmes
Gerard
Manor.
just doesn't know how to interact with the party right now. I don't think it's about anything else.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'd be mad that wizards were running, having decisions in
Well,
Alden's Manor.
you made a magic hater among a party of magic users.
I know.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, he doesn't hate me. I have Celeste.
It's
Fuck you guys.
workable.
You're one of
It's
the you're one of the
workable.
good ones.
I'm the good one.
how have you been feeling about like my poison spray stuff? Like, I've been doing magic since you met me.
Yeah.
Necessary
I'll-
evils.
I guess I'll say
Exactly.
this. What is more important to Gerard right now? What is Gerard's motivation? What is he willing to put aside and what is he willing to draw a line on?
Gerard's definitely willing to draw a line on warlock magic. That's some evil shit.
Well, he also didn't smell any, like, evil from...
Well,
Because
Unless you...
that was just
you
for
used
flavor.
fucking sense.
Yeah.
Gerard, you smell evil from it?
Gerard, if you want to do this in character, I have a counter argument for your hatred of warlocks.
Oh, no.
I'm totally okay with talking with
Also,
RPing the
would he have known that what I did was a warlock related spell though, in the first place?
It stinks of fucking nasty weird magic, that's for sure. It's definitely not normal.
Yeah.
You just shot
It's
random shit out of your hand.
Shit's
Random
green and
purple
fucking
growing
evil
shit.
looking, man.
No,
Yeah.
it's not
Well,
green, it's purple.
It's like a lavender color.
Oh, okay.
It might look pretty.
Yeah, it looked pretty. That's what went through your
It
head.
didn't smell pretty.
So let's talk through this in RP. So Gerard has been silent for a large majority of this. This is his chance to raise objections.
I don't know how I feel about all this. This new magic.
What bothers you about this new
uh,
magic, sir?
A wizard
Technically,
in
it
our
sounds like
midst that
it's been
admitted
inside
to
me all
doing dark
along.
magic.
Is it that she is a warlock or a dark magic user?
Is she a warlock?
I'm just sitting here,
Is she a
still
warlock?
I'm trying to calm Gerard down. Like, not calm him down, but, like, I threw a hand up. You know, just, like,
Well-
calm.
Well, Gerard is a paladin, not a warlock, just for a more pious deity.
I'm just say that one more time. Paladins, warlocks, what?
Is a paladin not a warlock of a more pious deity? You make a pact with something that is all good and pure and fluffy.
I wouldn't No,
and you cast
pact.
magic in its name.
I didn't make any pact. I think about it, like going through my memories.
I'm trying to corrupt him.
Trying to turn him into a fucking oathbreaker, are you?
Technically, this is something that you have no choice over, Iona. This is not
Yeah.
something you chose.
Well, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. The magic is like when he says the comments about like a warlock spell, just be like, well, I mean, it sounds like this was inside of me the whole time.
I want to point out how difficult it is for me right now as somebody who is like a super hardcore open atheist to play a character that is the very antithesis of what I am.
You fucking
And
chose this.
I'm trying to put my mind into a character that like
Maybe
I can't relate to, and I'm really trying to do this.
Well, think too. Gerard is a character who's able to change. He's not this static. He's not brainwashed. First off,
yeah,
He's
you could
also not-
also
static. He's able to. He's reasonable from what you've played him as so far. It seems like he could very well see a good in it and see Iona more as a victim. This is just me projecting, but he could definitely see Iona more as a victim of something that is not she's not willing in this circumstance.
I'd assume.
unlike
Wait.
Murgo, who's like all excited about the evil inside of him.
Alleged evil.
Alleged evil.
I'd assume
I don't know.
It's
That
much
fire
similar.
is probably fucking evil. Gerard is convinced that fire is evil as fuck, but I guess not so much. Not so much.
Austin, what were you gonna say?
I'd assume it's more like myself. Fager, you may be more interested at what I'm about to say. From my understanding, most Genasi are born of dark magic, and while I'm not aware of how the others were, if they have magical powers, they may be more of a dark sort, or I would assume. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, Fager. Whereas myself, I'm more attuned to the celestial side of things,
Well,
with my
Genasi,
healing powers.
I have healing powers.
Genasi can absolutely be born of both. Is the interesting thing.
Interesting.
They tend to be made of darker rituals because those are the ones that are easier for struggling parents to find. But it's not unheard of to go to a cleric and ask them to assist in conception.
However,
It is rare. I'll give you that. It's quite rare.
I would
but
not
not
assume. Well, I'm asking. This is out of character for my character's knowledge. Did the fucking church have, or clerics have a fucking thing in Wolfshore? Like, are there many clerics over there?
Clerics of
Well,
what, though?
clerics.
There's no... You
That's
don't know.
fair. No,
Like, what do you mean? There are clerics
Cleric-
everywhere.
Clerics
are fucking Freya's.
Clerics are literally just of a
Of a religious.
deity. Clerics in this world have been said to get all of their power from Aphraeus and been passed down. But yeah, it's not unheard of that a cleric would be
The ball.
in a darker place. There are Oathbreaker paladins. There are clerics who preach in different parts of the world. I don't see why not.
This is the first time I've heard of any celestial influence on my kind. But then again, that dark magic could be suspected by, thrown around based on people not enjoying us.
And if you would like to consider for a moment that there's only two people in this room who have chosen, done by choice, to pursue magic, me and... crap, what's his name?
Figure.
Come on, Paul.
Vega, have chosen to do magic. I have no problem with bearing the brunt of your rage.
Please don't kill him, Gerard.
Murgo the masochist.
That's it.
I smite Murgo.
I don't have a counter spell, wouldn't fucking do shit, and I don't have it. I could jump in front of him and use shield, though.
Okay,
I'm
so-
not gonna fucking attack a party member. That's dumb.
What are we thinking, Kyle? Yeah, PvP is not allowed in this fucking. I'm not doing it. Go ahead,
Unless
Kyle.
it's for fun.
Am I allowed to
Yeah.
steal from party members?
No.
I'm kidding, by the way.
What I'm attempting to do is I'm trying to give Gerard kind of a way out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, Gerard. What are you doing?
Trying
You
to
seem-
extend
We gonna do
the
a fucking
range.
persuasion and
Are you-
insight check
Are
here?
you
You
trying
seem-
to?
no.
Are you trying to de-radicalize me?
You
Well, I
seem
mean,
really. You seem really
another-
caught up in thought.
I was gonna say another thing that
I
might
am
be
because I don't.
helpful
All right.
is like
I'm
well,
gonna
also
be-
like good.
My
I'm
God.
gonna be 100% honest. I'm starting to think that maybe playing a paladin might not be a good idea for this campaign.
Well,
Should
that's what I'm
probably
trying to say is
change it.
you can still be a paladin and have this idea of like good and evil, right? But like I think what was being said, what can't talk. What I was saying earlier was like having that like idea of like you don't have to be so very black and white about like this is good and this is evil as a paladin. As a paladin, you
Yeah.
can still have like that because remember we ran into like it was a jokey kind of situation, but we ran into the fucking clergyman who literally murdered somebody, right? Like that's
Yeah.
a really big like example of like
The
trying
way
to like have that
this
weird black and
world
white.
works is not necessarily like lawful good.
Well,
Is
no, I'm not.
necessary
I'm just more
for
meant for your
paladin.
own thought process to help maybe
Yeah.
Gerard, not about what paladins are in the world, just in general. Like when you have a character that's conflicted about, because I had a friend who was a paladin, basically ended up switching out of paladin for kind of similar reasons because they didn't know how to fit it into the character. But like you could like slowly like maybe want to like you're like maybe you're afraid of it. Like you could have like those worries that you just don't know what it is. It's evil. You've been told by a phrase. Maybe you pray to a phrase like, oh, I feel weird about the people I'm hanging out with, or should I be worried about this situation of
Freya's hasn't
Not
offered me
influence.
guidance in a long fucking time, and it's really getting to me.
well, so that could be part of
Toy.
it, right? You could use that as like what like maybe your character's like, okay, a phrase isn't talking to me anymore. Why should I be so upset about these other magics and stuff if I'm not even getting spoken to by my god? Like maybe I should learn about these things. Like you know what I don't know. Like things like that might be helpful for the character.
I will say, Kyle, you mentioned the idea of becoming Oathbreaker at level 3.
I did, yeah.
A loss.
Wow, way to fucking
Well,
spoil it
listen,
for everybody.
listen.
Oh
Because
no.
you ended up moving away from that notion
Yeah.
from what we talked about. Being
Just
Oathbreaker.
mainly because like later on, the Oathbreaker Paladin is very like heavy into like necromancy spells and shit.
Being Oathbreaker is not moving away from faith. Losing one's faith is not necessarily Oathbreaker. One of the things that I wrote, this is me being totally transparent with you, one of the things that I wrote in my plan for your character was an arc about struggling with losing one's faith and trying to discover in the presence of an absent God and in the presence of your faith being tested, what happens? Is Gerard the sort of person whose faith, because I think I brought this up to you, is Gerard the sort of person whose faith, when tested, strengthens? Or does it bend and bend and bend until eventually it breaks and he enters his emo arc, where he goes, God has abandoned the world. What is the point if Afraius, the person I've put all of my faith into, after going through such tribulation, I put all my faith into her, and I've received no response? What is Gerard's reaction to that? That was
Embraces Friedrich Nietzsche.
This is that's one of the things that I kept in mind when writing my plans, my little seeds to sprinkle in about Gerard's arc, was those sorts of things. So I don't know if you want to take that and run with it, if you want to implement that going forward, if you want to think on that during the week or whatever before just saying I don't want to run this character anymore.
But it is valid if you feel like you can't.
It is
use the
valid if
paladin
you want to do
angle.
that. I'm just saying if you want to take that into account and work it, you can.
Literally,
No,
my
I
friend
want
who
I
had
want
the-
to run a paladin. I think paladins are cool as fuck. I want
my
to
friend
be a
who had the paladin, he party killed the entire party twice by like instigating the BBEG, and we got cloud killed, and it literally fucked it, like the paladin fucked himself up so badly because of that, because most of us died and he didn't, that he basically went through this arc of like, oh god, maybe I'm the evil one.
Yeah. Another issue I have with paladin, like playing a paladin, is I have zero experience in paladin. No game I've ever Critical Role has never had a paladin being played. I've never seen any other like small time games like playing as paladin.
Dimension 20 has paladins, couple paladins in it.
I haven't seen Dimension
Yeah.
20. I might look into that and see like how other guys play paladins.
It
I have,
was
like, no
Oath of
experience.
Safety paladin. Unsleeping
What?
City. It's Riki Matsui was Oath of Safety.
So
Oh yeah, I
Paladin.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
Well,
paladin that didn't care about the. It was like a weird.
He
story,
was
though,
a firefighter. It was modern fantasy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he was like a firefighter, and he wanted to keep everyone safe. That was
Hold
his
on.
thing.
Noah was gonna say something.
So I'll say I wouldn't necessarily watch other people for how you should be playing Paladin.
No, that's
I
not
think-
what I mean. I'm just trying to like gain sort of inspiration.
Mm.
Yeah.
If all else fails, and you're still having trouble finding a way to play it off me to where we're having conversations about faith, because Murgo is rock solid in his faith in the flame.
Oh, you're the
Yeah.
radical of the party.
No, I'm
is.
super radical. And Murgo is very permissive of quite a lot of things. So maybe he can whittle you down a little bit to see that there is other things in the world that may not be great.
So like even though he's devout, he's very tolerant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I can
In a-
whittle
in a
some,
weird
maybe Murgo can whittle some tolerance into you, or at least try
The
to do something.
anti-magic thing was definitely, in my opinion, like a cute little quirk for Gerard.
No,
But I
I mean-
wrote myself into a hole.
You
I mean-
haven't though.
You can
Yeah.
back out of it a bit more, and like you could have very specific magics that you consider evil necessarily.
Yeah, that's
Versus
that's
the all
my
magics?
idea. Like specifically arcane. I made
Arcane might just be a bigger,
No.
may be too big of a broad spectrum in that case, because arcane can be a lot of different magics. You could maybe have it more specified on like a very specific god that you don't like, and that might be able to help Gerard not be as aggressive towards all arcane magic.
So what about
Yeah.
this? I would argue keep it arcane. What happens when you live in a world where magic exists and is everywhere? What does that do to you as someone who has had experiences in the past that have made you hateful of that? Something that is so pertinent in your world. You can absolutely reach a point where Gerard's goal, he recognizes, and this could work, this is just something I just thought of, he can recognize, I hate arcane magic because of what happened to me in the past. Therefore, I need to find a way to get over what has happened in the past. I need closure. I need some sort of answers. I need something. That is absolutely a way to naturally come to a conclusion as Gerard. Maybe arcane, maybe I can deal with it. It's not all arcane. Hashtag not all arcane. So I'm just saying that is absolutely something you can do. If you want to talk about that between sessions, we can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Or
Kind of get to that point.
From-
But that's just my
or-
input.
or maybe from the perspective of you take a diehard white supremacist and you drop him in Africa.
Yeah. What happens?
What would happen to him as he walked his way out? He's gonna get
I
real
feel like-
tolerant
I feel like
real
he'd probably
fucking
be-
quick.
He'd probably get fucking killed.
Yeah. So I'll just say, just think on that. For now, let's get to a point where we figure out what we want to do. And then we can break for some shopping and some last minute prep, and then we can call the session there and give everybody a chance to figure out what the fuck's going on. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
Discord.
Paul's Discord's fucking up.
Oh no!
Okay, we're back.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome back.
So, in the moment, Gerard, what are you doing? You can say, you can even just say, I'm conflicted and I don't have an input.
You can also use that weird feelings to want to improve us.
Yeah, you could be trying to radicalize us.
Yeah, there you go. I want to lead you to the light of a good lady.
What if I'm already part of the light of the good lady and she blessed me?
I think
Are
you're both
you?
talking about different good ladies.
Maybe.
Honestly, I thought they were talking about the mothers.
I have not lain
The
with a
late
woman
Tiffany
in
moment.
quite some time.
Okay.
I don't know
what-
why I steps back from this conversation.
Okay, what do we want to do? Let's
I'm
progress.
conflicted. I don't know what to make of this situation right now. I've got some thinking to do.
Would you be fine if we started trying to make our way towards Westland? Well,
That's fine. And I walk out. So,
Okay.
somberly.
sad.
You want me to make sure he doesn't do anything rash?
I think he'll
Yeah.
be.
I need
Yeah.
I need about 6 feet of rope and a good
And a
tree.
really high ceiling strut, yeah.
There you go.
If I needed, I do
Stool.
have spare the dying.
What time would it be right now? Probably.
We'll say like 4 o'clock,
Okay.
4 p.m.
I think it may be time to hit the sheets and see if there's some horses for sale.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, I have some preparation to do here for my absence. I need to let Cora know things that need to be done. I'll meet
Do
you.
you? Be sorry. Before we leave, do you
Okay.
have any? Do
I
you
was
have any
talking, but you
books?
go ahead.
Sorry.
I do have some.
Looking for a specific book, by the way.
Everyone.
Herbology and you and me and you.
I don't even remember why you guys originally needed this book for those leaves.
Yeah.
One of her
Why?
fucking leaves.
I don't want that book. I just wanted to ask
I
if you had
do.
books on the 100 Eye God. That's what I was trying to ask.
Emmett
Oh
has
my
become
god,
more
did you
interested in
just say
these-
one of her leaves? Her
Yeah,
fucking
one
leave
of the
her leaf
leaves.
quests.
Emmett has become more involved in a leaf quest than Iona is. That
I mean, yeah,
That-
that's fair.
That book on herbology.
Aye.
I know of a few places it may be.
My family has it, I just haven't read it.
Well, I don't have it. Unfortunately, I apologize.
Unfortunate. Iona, we won't find out what those leaves are today.
Do I know
Unless
what they're called?
Hager here knows.
Cypress leaves.
No,
Cella
they're in my notes. I just meant like, did Iona actually know what they were called? He told me, right?
Emmett did, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he
Oh,
also
okay.
told you, I think, or you
yeah, I
picked him
told
up.
you what the
picked him up.
book were. I told you
No,
what book to
I
find
told
him
you
in.
what the book were.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I have all that information. I'm just talking about in character. Did I like actually know what the name of the leaves were, or just like I have a bunch of leaves that I don't even know what they're called?
I told you what they were.
You did tell me the name of. Okay, that's
Yeah.
all. I
You
was just
said you didn't know anything about them. You just remembered seeing them in a book. So we'll
Yeah.
say you don't know the name of them.
So I wouldn't know the name either. That's what I was trying to
No,
clarify.
no.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just trying to think that through. It's been a hot second.
No,
Okay.
it's fine. That's why I wanted to double check.
Okay.
Well, I pulled the leaves out of my pocket. I forgot about these for the moment. We'll have to continue that next. I'm a little. There's like runes on my arm. I was a little distracted.
Yeah.
I want to know what those are.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to take a look once we're on the road.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay. So let me go back to
I just-
Rue.
Did he have any bugs?
I'm gonna go follow Drop.
Yes. So sorry,
you're
Austin
fine.
distracted
You're
me.
welcome. I want
Go
those
ahead
fucking
and
leaves.
roll a d100 for me.
Thanks.
A solo term. Roll two. Roll two.
Two?
Two. And while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up some city music real quick.
Where's the nearest tree?
Don't. Nowhere. There are no trees.
Well, I mean, if he wants to take his
Rude.
anger out on a tree,
There were never any trees in Rue.
I mean, I think I see some greenery right there.
Nope, those are big bushes,
I'm kidding.
not trees.
Not
I'm just kidding. Unless.
Haha, JK, unless. Okay, what did you roll? You rolled
42
a
to
41 and a 42. How? What? Okay.
What are the chances of that?
What are the chances, honestly? You are able to pick up from the rubble of his bookshelf that you destroyed a book called Gobbo and Me. This is a children's book about the dangers of befriending goblins.
Oh, I was specifically only interested in a book about the Thousand Eye God. That's literally all I was asking about. Yeah,
okay.
sorry. That got interrupted. I was literally just trying to ask him if he had any books on the
this
Eldritch
book
God
sounds
that
way
I.
more interesting.
But honestly,
I
I'll
want to
take
read that
it.
book.
I don't have any. I don't have any books on Hundred-Eyed, on Higos. Those books are forbidden in quite a few places. And honestly, even if I did, I don't think I'd be totally comfortable giving you that information, my dear.
Would I be able to learn more in Questland?
Possibly, but like I said, it's quite dangerous.
Anyways, what books did I find?
So you go and dig through his bookcase that you destroyed. And specifically, by the way, he says, let me find it. Hang on. I had something specific I wanted to say.
Yes, I don't want to inflict that knowledge on anyone.
And we'll say you find, Gobbo and Me, a children's book about the dangers of befriending goblins.
That's a racist fucking book.
It's really fucked up. And another one called An Almanac of Practical Mortis.
Are you learning anatomy in this bitch?
These are things you can read in your downtime, by the way. You're not about to skim this
Yeah,
fucking almanac and a Gobbo book.
I
Right?
figured.
Well, it's a children's book. I'm sure you could skim it.
It's a
They're
really
going in my
difficult-
bag of
It's a
holding.
really difficult children's book.
Oh, okay. Not
There's a lot of really big words. It is pictures, but it's a lot of big words that cover the pictures.
A lot of big words when we're talking about goblins who can't
Yeah.
speak big words. It's so the goblins can't also read the book
Exactly,
and know
yeah.
the dangers.
It's an anti-espionage book. And then an Almanac of Practical Mortis is an exhaustive collection of tables detailing how corpses decompose under various circumstances.
Oh, we do
Along with
autopsies?
this is a really long description, by the way, so I'll read it in parts.
You want to just like type something?
Hang on, I have to double check that I've read it, the whole thing before I. Along with an appendix that explains step by step how to remove maggots, close large wounds, and reset broken bones.
Stabilize?
Since you've obtained at secondhand bits of paper with names such as Auntie Milla and Bertrand, 4C3R are attached by weak adhesive to some of the pages. Go ahead and roll a perception check on this book for me.
Yeah.
I know this is a lot.
What? Was this the 42?
Oh no!
Oh, it's actually terrible. Can I use my inspiration? Because I do want to act. Well, actually,
You
no.
also didn't roll
Yeah,
for
let me-
perception.
Oh, I didn't. I just did a d20.
I'll let you
What's
just
your-
go
what's
ahead
your
and roll
perception
for a
modifier?
perception.
I have a +4. Let me roll.
You
Okay.
had an inspiration still, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Who else other than me used their inspiration? I feel like somebody else did.
I
Me
did.
and Murgo did. We made drugs.
Yeah, they all did.
Oh, okay.
We made good drugs.
By the way, I'm
Uh,
thinking about this is just something I'm thinking about. What do you guys think about the alt inspiration rules where like if you roll a nat 20, you get an inspiration and you can expend it to change any nat 20, you can roll again. But I at any point can give you an inspiration if you don't have one to make an advantage roll against you.
I
Wait,
like
what?
earning my inspiration.
So
yeah, I did.
so this alt inspiration would basically be whenever you roll a nat 20, you gain inspiration
Uh-huh.
if you don't have it. You can use that inspiration to re-roll any d20 in the game at all.
So your
Like normal.
d20s.
Like normal, but you
No.
get inspiration whenever you roll a d20 or whenever you roll a nat 20. And at any point, if you don't have an inspiration, there's more rules to this, but this is just the basics, can give you an inspiration in order to give myself the ability to roll advantage against you.
Oh, I see. So if we don't have inspiration, you can roll with advantage, but when you roll with advantage against us, we get an inspiration.
You get
And then
inspiration.
you can't roll for
Oh.
advantage against us again.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
So it may hurt you in the current, but you'll have it for later whenever you want it.
So, like, if you were wanting, can I get an example? Just an example.
So example would be you currently do not have inspiration in a combat.
Mm.
I make an attack roll with advantage against
Fuck
you.
You
With advantage against you, I make an attack roll to see if it hits.
shield.
When I do that, you gain inspiration.
Okay.
You can then use that inspiration whenever in order to re-roll a d20, any d20.
Okay.
What about that? And then also, if we roll nat ones, in addition to the negative effect, we can also get inspiration.
I wouldn't
like a
do
learning
that.
experience.
Oh, I learned how not to trip this time.
No, that's literally like how hero points in like a Numenera, when you get like nat ones and like negatives, like you get the negative thing that happens to you, but like you get like an additional, like, you learned this bad thing happened, so hopefully next time if it happens you can like fix it. It's like just flavor text.
I can look into it a little more, but what do you guys feel about that idea in general? Like some version of that idea.
I don't know. I feel like it might be a little just too like complicated, just for the sake of.
Okay, just leave it as current inspiration.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
It's
I just didn't want
a
to.
cool idea, but it's just.
I just wanted to avoid as well being like, you specifically did good role play. Here's an inspiration, because I want to do that, but I don't want to, because I was going to give Iona inspiration if she did not have it after getting that issue with Fager. And I'm going to retroactively give Murgo inspiration for what happened with the flame the last session.
So, like, give inspiration at parts that would just make sense for the character to have inspiration, I'm guessing. You could put it, like, story-based stuff if you think
or, like,
about
specifically good role play or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say something interesting happens to Gerard. You can give him inspiration for that.
That's basically what hero points
Yeah.
are. Is literally that. It's you give points for us to be able to either reroll or get additional point, like add plus whatever to the rerolls.
Okay, then we'll just stick with how it currently is then. That works for me. Okay, so you rolled a perception, you rolled a 12.
Yeah, I was gonna add a d4 and use guidance in myself just to get a little bit more.
Sure. Is there a limit to that ability?
It's how many times I'm able to use it. I never used it before, so I should still have one more cantrip use.
Okay. I was just curious.
So 14 total.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Are you asking if there's a limit on how many cantrips somebody can use?
No.
Oh.
It was about that specific one. If there's a limit to the number of times you can use that between rests. Yeah, so we'll say that as you look at these two, there are these two bits of paper on it. One says like Auntie Milla, and one says Bertrand. These are attached by weak adhesive to some of the pages, and you can tell that there's slight remnants of adhesive above each note, as if somebody kept moving the notes down the page over time.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and just paste this here, so you can just paste it on yours.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. Yes, okay, thank you.
And it is called this.
Almanac of Practical Mortis.
An Almanac of Practical Mortis. Yeah. Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
I like to go looking for a
horses.
damn horse.
Go and find
Yeah.
horses. Okay, so Fager turns back to his studies and begins gathering papers on his desk.
Does he not? Is he unaware of any horse salesman? Fucking horse salesman.
Horse salesman, stableman.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, the horse salesman.
Some horse smiths.
Horse smiths.
Barriers.
I'll go ahead and say, he says,
If there are horses, they should be, as I'd imagine, on the exit to the city, on the west side.
we'll kind of say it's over here. We'll say this is like a stable over here.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and do, I guess I'll write this shit
I'm
out.
there. Kidding.
Yeah, you have to walk very slowly.
Where's Gerard at? He left. Where'd he go?
Where?
He walked out.
He's there. What are you
Where'd he
talking about?
go? He walked out of the room. Where'd he go? I'm looking
Oh,
for
yeah.
him.
Oh.
Hang
Where
on.
you at?
I'm gonna write down this leather worker and this blacksmith, just so you guys know where they are. Okay. Are you guys able to see this?
Yeah, up there. Yeah. Leather
Where's
worker, blacksmith.
Where? Oh, up there.
it's
Yeah, I
over
see.
there.
Oh boy, let me scroll out here.
Okay, yeah, I can see the
Yep.
blacksmith now and leather worker.
Got
and
it.
stable.
Oh, god damn it! I forgot to ask Fager where to find where I could find a spell book, blank spell book.
Oh, do you think you would know?
I think you would be able to point me in the right direction.
Sure, you can ask him. We'll say you haven't left the room yet.
Oh, and Mr. Fager,
Yes.
where can a wizard find a place to buy a spell book, a blank one, so I can have a backup just in case, you know?
Of course. Murgo, was it?
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and bring this up. Sorry, give me just 1 sec.
No worries.
I'm not entirely sure they'd have one, but there is an arcanist on the other side of the plaza.
And he mentions something right here.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Fager.
Okay, that's not my name.
You've called him
My-
something different every time you talk to him.
I don't
Okay, sure
remember his
thing,
name.
Mr. Frere. Okay, here's Arcanist. Okay.
Excellent, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I now have to add this.
Skilled.
Okay, so now I will let you guys. If you'd like to roll initiative to see who goes where to do what, that's fine. If you guys want to just stick together to do something, that's fine too.
Oh, so now you're letting us split up the party in town.
We had this conversation, Kyle. I'm gonna fight you in real life about it.
I think we should all do horses first and then figure out what to do with what remains of our money.
Is Fager gonna be funding any of this?
He's an old ass man. You're really gonna?
He's
ask him?
rich.
How?
He
What?
has the college. fuck
He
He's
you
works
watching
in
mean?
the
years in
college.
wisdom.
He doesn't. He doesn't
He
own
said
it.
it was
We
his
al-
project.
we also don't know if they even like are
He's
like
the
paying money
headmaster.
to go there. Like we have no idea if there's an income in this situation.
Yeah, is there an income stream at this college? How viable financially is it?
Can I do a perception check to see if people are paying money?
You're
No.
the rich one in this entire situation. Your character
here
has the
talking
most
about,
money.
Can I have a little money? Hey,
My
have a little money.
family is rich. Does that mean I came with a lot of money? I left in a hurry.
It means that you
motherfucker.
should have been the one funding our quest if you want us to work for you.
I helped fund the drug empire. Fuck you mean?
Okay, we're going to the stable?
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
made my character over
We're
there.
just gonna teleport.
Yeah.
You want to walk there? There's a nice little path you can take.
No.
Oh, you're going the south district. What? Where are you guys going?
I don't know. I'll go this way.
I was
there.
following you. You're following me. I was following you.
Oh, I made it back to court.
I'm
Perfect.
there. Bye.
What?
What took you so long?
That's your
Whoa. That's
around.
your
the plaza.
planning?
You got lost in the plaza a couple times.
I got sidetracked.
You're like, wait,
I got
fuck,
a
wait.
lot on my mind right now. I'm not watching where I'm going.
Okay, so you guys go up to the stable, and you
Knock,
see a
knock,
man.
knock.
You see. I haven't even described what it is yet. You're knocking what you
Yeah,
don't even
how
know.
many-
You don't even know if there's a
How
door
many
here.
knocks do we have to do on this door?
18. It says knock 18 times. Okay, so you go up to the stable and you see a man brushing a few horses. You can see 3 in a pen directly in front of you.
Hello, horseman.
Knock, knock, knock.
Aye, what can I do for you?
We're looking for steeds. Are you selling?
What are you selling?
I've got a couple of beauties
What are you
here.
selling? Come again.
A couple of beauties here. What's you looking for? And I've got-
Anything that
I've-
can. Goddamn, where are we going again? What's the fucking place called?
Thornton.
Quethlin?
Well, not Quethlin right away.
Oh yeah, Thornton is
Um,
the.
Yeah.
Shit.
Anything that can get us to Thornton safely.
Pardon. It's
forgot
quite a ways
about-
away, isn't
I-
it?
Aye.
Aye.
I've got a few beauties here. He points to the 3 horses and he says, "This here's Betsy. She's a riding horse. She costs 100 gold." And he points to a second horse. He says, "This here's." Hang on. I almost just-
Jonesy?
I almost used. I can use Jonesy. Yeah, sure. This here's Jonesy.
Jonesy from
I'm-
Fortnite.
He.
I have never played.
I don't know which.
Me
time.
neither.
He's a draft horse. He's going for 75 gold. And this here is Mary. She's a pony. She's going for 40. What will it be?
What was
There's
Jonesy
only-
again?
Jonesy was a draft horse going for
What does that mean?
draft horses.
Heavy
like,
hauler
Big
horse.
boy.
Yeah. Designed
Big
like
boy.
a big buff boy. Designed for
Yeah.
One
carrying
that would-
loads.
How
One
much-
that
how
would
much-
be able to
What that
carry
would
someone
fit?
with the armor.
So he's a larger one, so he can fit 2 or 3 people, but he would be
Perfect.
going at just over
You know-
walking speed.
Oh,
You
so there'd
know
be no
what a
point-
Clydesdale is?
Yeah, you ever seen a Bridesdale?
Right?
Clydesdale?
The Budweiser
Clydesdale.
horses?
Clydesdale horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I just if it's gonna be walking speed, it still won't matter then, right?
Yeah. The draft
Yeah,
and the
'cause-
pony would be going about walking speed. The riding horse would be going the 2 times.
There's only
Yeah.
one of those.
There's only one of those. Relatively skinny.
Because if we're gonna get the draft horse, we might as well get a freaking cart.
Well, no, if we're gonna get the draft horse, we might as well just walk. Like, there's literally no reason to not walk if it's the same speed as the horse.
Mm.
That's true.
So it's kind of a waste of money unless there were more riding horses.
I'm sitting here tempted to buy my own goddamn horse and just chill.
Just trot alongside the fucking party as we
I mean, you
peasants
can.
just fucking mosey down the road.
Yeah, I'm so
I-
tempted.
Could
but I'm
I
not.
buy the pony and ride it and be at faster speed if I'm small?
It'd be about walking speed. Ponies
Oh.
are relatively small, so it's not going to be going super fast for super long.
Okay, never mind.
It
So
would go. It would
essentially
be able
we
to go
have
faster and then slower,
We
and
should just
so
walk.
it'd
have
even out to
three-
about walking speed.
a grand total of 3 ponies to choose from, and only one of them would get us there at a
Yeah.
reasonable rate.
Yeah. So
And
we
there's
should just
only
walk.
one, apparently.
And we're not buying horses then.
Ooh,
Unless somebody just wants a horse.
We may have-
a horse.
How much food do you think a horse eats
Also that, Jesus Christ.
in a day?
It grazes a lot.
Yeah.
It really. Actually, I actually found out that horses have to graze almost like 5 times as much as a cow does, just because of the way their stomachs
Yeah.
work. They graze
Um,
all the fucking time.
Well, their metabolism's a lot higher too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, they also don't have multiple stomachs.
Yeah, yeah.
I would also like to point out that Murgo is a city boy who probably knows roughly jack
I'm a
and shit
city
about
boy.
riding
Yes,
horses.
Gerard is also a city boy, born and
I would
raised in
assume you guys
Belmere.
might have had horses though for patrol.
Not really. Belmere.
Maybe.
I don't know what. Nah, I would say no.
Out of everyone that could possibly fucking ride a horse, it would be Iona maybe. But
I'd
I don't
I
imagine
think
don't know if I
anybody.
ever ran into
And
a
me-
horse.
I would
Yeah.
imagine Emmett growing up in a rich fucking kid environment
Yeah.
would probably know how to ride, but that would be it.
I might have a horse back home. I don't fucking know though.
Okay,
Well,
so what will
I
you be
guess-
doing?
There wouldn't happen to be a stagecoach heading for oh shit, what's that town?
Thornton.
Thornton.
Thornton?
Ow!
Bless
Thank you.
Don't hold your sneezing. That's so bad.
I literally didn't, but okay.
Oh, it sounded like it. I wasn't looking.
No, I didn't. I sneezed like a real grown man.
Oh, okay.
Good.
You say so.
You asked if there's a stagecoach?
Mhm.
Yeah. Heading for Thornton.
Well, I don't keep track of comings and goings. You could ask around in the Sleepless Stars, but I'm not really. I don't
It
really
looks like
keep
we're
schedule.
huffing it, boys.
There wouldn't be any merchants heading that way that we could accompany either, would there?
I think that information would be at the Sleeping Stars again.
I don't know.
They may need to stop here on occasion, like if they're unloading from the docks and heading over that way. They might stop by here to do your use your farrier services to
There are people
replace
who come in
horseshoes and the like.
There are people who come in and get the traditional bit and bridle,
Aye.
but I don't really talk to them very much.
I was just wondering if there would be any chance we could find one and possibly make some coin as a guard while we were at it.
Well, I don't have any guest horses stabled at the moment,
Aye.
and in Rue, it's good to keep your head down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tend to ask very many questions.
Understandable.
All right, a group huddle. Group huddle.
Group huddle.
Group
All
huddle.
right.
It looks
I'm
like we're just
huddling.
walking.
A cuddle.
I
huddle.
think maybe we should check the board at the Sleepless Stars, the job board there. There may be a caravan guard detail. If all else fails, we're gonna hoof it.
Aye.
What are,
And-
what are
Because I
the,
do
the
not
two
like
people
the
who are
thought.
braiding their hair? What are you guys thinking?
I was braiding my hair first. She's a fucking copycat.
On this side, okay?
He does this a lot. I'm kidding.
I do braid my hair a lot. I'm fine with walking.
Well, walking's fine. I don't see a need to buy a horse anymore.
Well, I do not
Not
relish
if
the
they're
thought
if
of
we're all gonna
walking.
be at different speeds, and we're gonna have to basically go walking speed anyway.
Yeah.
To keep up with
Yeah.
the pony or the big boy horse.
Well, I do not enjoy the thought of walking such a long distance.
Argo suggested finding some caravan detail at the Sleepless Stars, and
Yeah.
We
like
can-
basically,
Yeah.
We can try that.
Walk back there.
I
it is
I
only
love
the
side
next day, man.
quests.
You do, Kyle. I know you really.
I was personally just finding a way to make us some money on the way.
I know
How
how.
would getting
I
horses make
recommended
us
it.
money?
So do
If
we
you're
want to
playing a
stop?
guard for a if you're playing a caravan guard or something, you're making some extra money. They pay you to accompany them.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
taking such
That's
a
exactly what I'm
back-ass
talking
route
about.
way to get there? You
I
made
ju- I'm just trying to get the lay of the land.
Uh-huh. Now you're real familiar with these specific.
I support the idea with finding some caravan detail work, should they have any.
Well, it's getting to be about supper time anyway. This elf is going to eat.
I'm nibbling on the fucking bread that I bought before.
Going my nice long little roundabout way, did I come across any like hole in the wall bars that I can go like that aren't the Sleepless Stars?
You can like drown your sorrows in.
Yeah. Not drown my sorrows in, but like drink myself into a meditation.
So yeah, drink yourself into a coma.
If he does, can I fucking roll a perception check to see if I see him doing that shit?
you see me fucking like kind of fall back and disappear into the
Yeah.
darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, give me 1 sec.
I mean, the other thing is there might be some bars like that by the docks. Sailors like to drink.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, we'll say you saw one.
You
Sounds
saw
big
one,
enough.
oh
We'll
no.
definitely have more than one drinking place.
Oh no, Gerard. Please no.
I'm gonna get fucked up.
Did I see him go into the
I'm
bar?
gonna get fucked up and I'm gonna come back a changed man.
Hell yeah.
Come
New class change.
Extra super magic races.
Just come back as the fucking Eldritch Knight.
I fucking knew I was right about you fucking shits.
Okay.
Draw your
so
weapon.
Murdering us.
This.
Well,
Bar
I'll
will
kill
find.
you and I'll stabilize you and spare the dying. And I'll be like, now you don't want to be doing that again now, do ya?
Okay, it's called the gnarly grape.
Uh.
It's right here. This little one.
Amazing.
Actually, we'll say let's find a small little building. Let's say it's right over here. Yeah, let's say it's this building. Back in here somewhere. Okay, gnarly grape is back in there.
Alright, I'm gonna get gnarly.
You want to see him go that way? I want to follow him if I see him.
Well, what time is it right now?
It's about
5, probably.
5, yeah.
Happy hour?
That is
Happy hour?
It's
More
5
like
o'clock
sad
somewhere.
hour? More like depression hour for you?
Do you want a menu
More
for this
like-
place, or do you just
more
want to
like
order alcohol?
Existential crisis hour. It doesn't have. Nah, I don't need a menu. I'm just drinking. I'm drinking tonight.
Sure. So, do you want to? Are you over in here then?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying you saw it?
Oh, I mean, I don't think. I'm not trying to be sneaky, but I also don't want like specifically people to like know what.
Follow
I'm
you.
doing. Like, I'm not trying to make a big scene about it. So
Okay.
maybe like I don't like completely split off from the party as we're making our way to the whatever stars, Faulkner stars.
Fault in Our Stars in.
Yeah, everybody's characters are in the way, so I can't fucking read it anymore.
Okay, so you got it's the Sleepless Stars.
Sleepless stars, yeah.
So you guys head over to the Sleepless Stars, and you're going to look at the notice board.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, as you walk in, who fucking waddles up to you?
That dude.
But everybody's favorite character.
Please
Hey,
walk up
guys.
to Gerard. Welcome to
guys.
Gerard.
Welcome back. How you doing, Mr. Emmett Man?
I'm doing quite well. My friend Gerard here wants to talk to you.
He's not with us. Yes, I thought.
Are you?
I wanted to roll
I'm
a
with
perception
you
check
guys.
to see.
Oh, okay.
Austin, you're so obsessed with rolling perception checks. You don't have to roll perception checks for
Yeah,
I
everything.
wanted to. Well, he said he's not wanting to sneak away, but wanting specifically to see if I would see him walk out.
This would be something that I would have to be like if I was trying to like stealth away from you. It'd have to be your passive perception.
Passive perception, yeah.
So I would
Unless
see it.
you were specifically trying to fucking keep an eye on me.
But we're not doing that right this second, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Beeple comes up. He's like, "What can I do, Mr. Gerard, man?" He goes up to Emmett, or sorry, he goes up to Murgo. Goes, "Hi, Mr. Gerard, man. My buddy Emmett says you wanted to talk to me.
My
No.
buddy.
I am not his buddy.
We're really good friends."
Well,
Not
come
your
this
pal
way,
guy?
come this way, young man.
I'm 130 years old.
Yeah, young man.
I'm 127, so let's let a couple of old boys just drink.
Old boys, where we going?
How about right up here to this bar?
Okay, I need you to push this stool out for me, though. I can't wait to.
Not a problem at all.
Okay, he
The phone
hops up
book.
he hops up in the little stool, just sitting up there. Mr. Keycross man says I shouldn't drink on the job. Am I wild? Are you sure I'm
Well,
wild?
are you on the job right now?
Sorta. I live here.
Are you always on the job?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I should answer that.
Well,
might
if
get
you're
in trouble.
if you're on the job, sir, you should hop right back to work.
That's stupid. And then he hops down and starts waddling around.
I'm gonna
All right.
motion for Beepo.
What can I do for you, Mr. Emmett Man?
You know the man der bitch? I heard he wants to play cops with you.
Yeah, the bitch, he lives out in the alley out back.
He wants to play cops with you.
All right.
No,
At
he
this
don't.
point,
No,
I would
he-
probably be like just walking off.
Gerard's like, I'm not
Can
fucking
I
doing
clock that? Can I clock that?
this. Beepo?
No!
Are you
You're
not?
walking
Are you
out.
not
Are you
in
not
the
talking to
middle of
Debo?
having a conversation with fucking people?
I want to clock that. I'm trying to drink with you, goddammit. Shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to drink alone.
I'm trying to buy you alcohol, you little shit.
I have more money than you.
How much money do you have?
Wouldn't you like to
Um,
know?
Yeah, I have
I know.
$170.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm pretty sure I have
Still
more than
trying to
you.
buy you booze.
Is there anyone else in the inn besides us right now?
No, it's pretty empty right now.
He doesn't want to play cups with you. Is
No,
it because you always win?
Yeah, he gets mad that I win all the time. He only beat me once, but it will never happen again.
I'm actually trying to start a tournament of cups. Mr. Olden he's a very important person.
Fucking
He wants to
tournament
play
legal
cups.
I don't think I want to play cups with you anymore, Mr. Emmett, man. I get the weirdest feeling coming off of you, like you're trying to take advantage of me.
Ah,
I
he's
would
smarter
never
than he
do
looks.
such a thing. I would
No,
never do such a thing.
I think you're a dirty fucking wire. That's what I think.
I will roll deception on that shit right now.
Go ahead, roll deception.
18.
You don't fool him.
I'm pretty sure there's something wrong. I don't know what it is, but you're being fucking weird.
My family is dead.
You said you hate. Wow, that's fucking what a trauma dump.
I'm trying to get revenge of the
Fucking
man that did
trauma
it.
dump.
And if it is a way, if him losing in cups could be the satisfaction I need.
Well, that sucks for you. I ain't playing cups with nobody. If you tell me to. Hey, Mr. Gerard, man. And he goes back over to Murgo.
Then don't
yes.
friends play cups with people that they ask
Mr.
them
Gerard,
to.
man.
Yes, sir.
Is Mr. Emmett Man lying to me?
I believe so. Through his teeth.
God damn it! I fucking knew it.
Of course.
I ain't never fucking talking to him again. I thought we were friends,
I
but
hope he goes
God.
and fucking cups him.
We're in the
I'm
water.
at this point just at the bar reading one of the books that I found.
okay, that's totally fine with me.
Yeah, be Murgo's friend, not mine. I don't need that shit.
Thanks, Mr. Gerard, man. I know we're real friends now.
Indeed, little man. Now you best get back to work before I get yelled at.
Wait,
No,
I just realized he thinks Mirko is Gerard.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
yelled at anyway, so
Yeah,
gonna get yelled at.
Murgo's rolling with it.
I'm gonna get yelled at anyway, so I don't think it really matters. You want a drink? I'll get you one for you.
Yes. I'll even have some dinner as well.
Okay, Beepo's a good cook.
Well, as long as you don't play cups in there, everything should be fine.
No, Cups is really more of a two-player game. Want to see?
No, I'm quite good. I'm quite fine.
You're good at Cups.
I hate cups.
No, I'm quite fine.
You're fine at Cups. I could teach you how to be better.
Well, we can
There's
go
some-
outside.
There's some real strategy.
Well, come on outside, little man.
You're gonna
I'll-
lure Beepo outside?
Oh, yes.
Play cups
don't-
with your bitch.
I feel a lot safer inside, though, Mr. Gerard.
Oh,
man.
then I will not play cups with you.
Okay, that's fine. To each his own, I guess.
Indeed.
Don't
I'll have
destroy
a-
my good name.
He gets
Oh.
you some. He gets you some wonderful little ale, and some amazing, the best food you've ever had in a delicious creamy sauce.
Oh,
It's
I must
delicious though, right? So it's fine.
It's delicious.
Cup
Well.
sauce.
I do believe that you, sir, when not lying to me about being a damn good cook.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I got secret
Yeah.
ingredient. Hey, Changeling Lady,
Yes.
what you
I
eating?
look up from my book.
What you eating?
Wait, actually, which one did I take out? Hold on. I probably took out the bigger one. The one
Okay.
about
The more complex one about death and disease.
in this, while there's food around me, reading about maggots and
Hey, Miss Changeling Lady,
yes.
what you eating?
It's like the page is like open. It's like graphic. It's a book on bodies.
Okay, that's pretty cool. How you feel about that Mr. Emmett man? You guys are friends, right? Don't you work for him or something?
I do not work for him.
You never introduced them this shit. Why is he making assumptions? I only said that to Hatchet.
But
You just-
we do work together.
Are you friends?
What are friends?
I guess not
Well,
then.
Everybody
Okay.
just fucking hates me now.
Trauma dump.
I don't know. Legit is like I know him.
Do you think he's a wire?
Yes.
Why? I'm gonna go to the Sailor's Bar
Okay.
if there's a fucking Sailor's Bar now.
What
I'm
about
irritated
you?
with this shit.
What about you, Mr. Paladin man?
He's not even here.
Yeah, I slipped away. I slipped away.
Oh,
a
you
fucking
did? You're
hot
outie?
minute ago. A
Okay.
hot minute ago, dude.
Cool. Where's you guys' friend?
I look around. Oh, he must have gone to bed.
Okay, he's pretty
Oh,
sleepy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I didn't move my character.
He looks
Yeah, no,
pretty
I'm
sleepy.
definitely not here.
Move your little guy, Kyle.
I did.
Oh, there you go.
I said
Beepo.
earlier the moment Beepo.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
Margo
Emmett
were
were
talking?
talking. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
Emmett.
dipping. I'm outta here.
Okay. Okay, well, you guys have a good one. Mr. Jawad, man, you really enjoy that food now. Goodbye.
Oh, I will
wanna
indeed.
go-
Thank you.
You better.
I want to go to a Sailor's Bar. I want to
Wanna
try
go to
to
a
do
sailor's
something.
bar. This session's devolving so quickly.
No, this is about travel.
It
Possible
was really
travel
good in the
purposes.
beginning. It was really
Okay.
good. And that's
I'm
not
actually trying
sarcasm,
to
no
make
matter how
some
much
use
work
out of this.
Cool.
Well, I thought you guys wanted to look at the notice board.
Nobody's even
That was the
prompted
whole
about
point.
that yet.
If I can find a way that's there, we could also hire on as guards on a ship, a merchant ship,
We
or
weren't going
something
on a
like
ship,
that.
though. The whole point is we want to go through the town.
Ships are faster.
I know, but the whole point is we wanted to go through the town. I thought that's what we all decided. We
Nobody
knew the
mentioned
ship
a
was faster. Yeah, we did. We talked about having a ship, but we all decided that we wanted to do the town
we
thing.
were set on horses and shit. I'll listen back, but when we were mentioning ships, we were
We were
mentioning
gonna walk already.
going to.
No, the
No,
idea
we were going
was
to
to
walk.
go to go the long way through fucking A. Nobody can remember this.
Thornton.
It was?
I hate when mom and dad fight.
However,
We just decided that we could also see if there were horses to make it faster, but we didn't
Well-
necessarily care that it was faster, I thought. Because I wanted
I
to take
think-
the boat.
the
And then you
the
guys
idea
talked about
was
passage
to,
on a ship,
the
and
idea
it
was
seems
to go on
relatively
horses.
safe.
However,
Yeah.
the horses that we came across were no good, so it's like.
No,
alright,
I
we
know.
may as
So
well just walk.
originally I wanted the boat, but then you wanted to stop at the town, and then that's why I was asking if it was how long was walking versus just taking a boat.
So let me
And
ask.
then we
then-
also talked about horses.
so
we
let
never
me ask
talked
then,
about doing a boat instead if there were no horses.
since the horses are off the table, would everybody rather take a boat or walk?
I mean, I wanted to do boat in the first place. I never would have even entertained the
so-
idea of horses if we weren't going to do if we were
Boat.
already going to do the boat.
Boat.
Boat's
I'm
fine.
all for getting there fast, so boat.
Yeah.
Boat. Awesome
Yeah.
boat. Kyle boat. Okay, sweet.
But it
The
sounded like
only
people wanted to
reason
go to the
I've-
town.
Well, that was from my
We can always
understanding.
We can
Yeah.
visit at another point. It's not necessarily if you don't go now,
It's-
you're never gonna get there.
If I
It's not
remember
going
correctly,
anywhere.
what I was mentioning
Yeah, well, you
with
don't know
the
that part.
boat would be if we were traveling to what's it called, the island, that it
No,
would
we
be
were
dangerous.
talking about how long it would take for a boat just to Questland too. We talked
Okay.
about how it would be 26 versus
But
the 44.
Yeah. So let's just do this. So Austin, we're gonna allow you to go if you want. We're gonna allow you to go
Yeah.
and look for a little sailor pub at the docks.
yeah.
Okay.
Plus, it's my people. If my homeboy Gerard doesn't want to drink with me, fuck everyone else right now.
My people. Okay. Sure. We'll say you go ahead and look along the docks, and you come across.
You don't have to name it if you don't want
I'm
to.
gonna name it.
The Salties Platoon.
Nice.
No. We'll name it the Twisted Turtle. How about that?
Oh my god.
That's good.
Do they have twisted tea there?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done. I got a fucking improvised weapon right there.
A Twisted Tea. Yeah. You're gonna be the Twisted Tea guy.
I'm not
What
playing a
does
monk
that
right now,
mean?
though.
I remember vaguely. Did somebody
There
get
was
a
some-
twisted
Behind a
There's some
gas
dude-
station, took it, and just fucking BAM!
There was some dude who kept calling somebody the N-word, and then he smashed him over the fucking head with a Twisted Tea. It was really funny.
Oh,
It was
okay.
great.
That was like back in like early 2020, right?
Yeah. Or something. I'll show you the video here in a minute if you want later. Okay, so here's the Twisted Turtle. There's really not a good place for this, huh?
It'd be so sad
go.
my notes didn't save.
Right here or in this area over here?
We'll say it's right here. How about that?
Okay.
We'll say it's this building here. So, Emmett, you break off
Yeah.
and walk into the Twisted
Fuck
Turtle.
cups.
You see the Twisted Turtle in the harbor? You walk in. And
This seems
it
like
is-
my sort of place.
It is totally raucous with laughter and
Yes!
a lot of goblet clanking and very just the craziest shit.
Way fucking cooler than the gnarly grape.
Yeah!
Yeah, the gnarly grape is where dreams go to die. The Twisted Turtle is where people go to have fun.
Yeah!
I'll
walk
probably
in.
just read a book, by the way, and then go to bed because I didn't care about checking the notice board. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
much
that's
going
totally
on, so-
fine with me.
I'm in the
So,
gnarly
yeah.
grape fucking playing Gwent by myself.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're playing Gwent.
I'm
You
going
walk in
to.
and go- Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Margo.
Uh,
Sorry.
No, you first.
I did a big role play breath, so now you gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm gonna finish eating my meal. Check the notice board to see if there's any guard duty for caravans and/or merchant ships that may need some hands. And then I'm gonna fuck off.
You look and you don't see anything new other than the arachnomancer.
Hmm.
That's the only other thing you see on the notice board right now that makes sense to you. Everything else seems to be really hyper-specific help or basic like gathering quests.
Well, to bed.
Okay. Emmett, as you walk into the Twisted Turtle, they go, "Oh, you welcome! What'll it be?"
Your strongest ale.
That's what I'm talking about. And they toss you a giant draft cup full of this ale that tastes really really sour and just how you remember.
Go. Hey.
Stay on the house since you're a new one.
I appreciate it.
What are you doing inside this tower?
I'm gonna participate in the merriment for a bit before I ask any questions.
Okay, sure.
For one, you know.
You get to know this you get to know pretty well this group of gentlemen who are laughing and joking around. The leader of them is, we'll say, Kennard, but you can call him Grim, he says.
Grim?
Grim, yeah. Grim, how you would normally spell it. He goes, "My name's Kennard, but you can call me Grim."
Do you want to drink, Grim?
You bear the sigil of Marshflare.
I do.
I had me pops worked with the Marshflare.
Aye. Which captain did he serve under?
Marshflare.
Was it my father? Alright,
don't-
bastard, he is.
I don't know, but he told me quite a few crazy adventures. Very
Anything
fleshed out.
about the Kraken?
Very fleshed out. Very important adventures. With a lot of
Anything-
backstory and
I just
wildly
can't
interesting
get into
characters.
it right now.
Aye.
But you seem like you got more important things on your mind. So I can't get into it right now.
I understand completely. I'm, trying to find my way to, Wethlin. Me and a group of my compatriots.
City of Whispers, they call it.
We came down here to Rue to,
Your voice changed there quite fast.
I apologize.
You slipped back into your accent. You got to embrace your inner Wolfshire.
I haven't been around many pirates lately.
I
Or
can tell.
sailors.
No, we're pirates. We're definitely not sailors.
That's what I'm talking about.
We steal for fun.
I need to do me a bit of stealing sometime too.
Hard-earned money. No hard-earned for us.
Take everything and never give everything any back. That's what I say.
Aye, that's a pretty basic lay of the land law. That's like the definition of pirating. Anyway, you said you're trying to go to Quithlin, right? Sure, yeah, that's cool. What do you need from me? And
Well-
how much are you willing to pay? You know the old pirate law.
I do.
You need to pay money to get things. That's the law in pirate lands.
Believe me, I understand. Gold is loyalty, as they say.
Gold is yeah. That's what they say.
This guy is
This shit is so
amazing.
dumb and off the fucking cuff. I'm waiting for fucking pirate justice to pop up.
Anyway, so
So how do you feel about what's happening in Wolfshore lately?
I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I don't like to get into politics.
Oh, I was just going to say, there's a lot of people over there that have a lot of money. And I'm going to try and destabilize things on this end.
Destabilize the government.
You're still getting into a lot of politics.
Politicking.
Politicking.
Politicking. We're gonna steal some shit from some important people. That's what we're doing.
What? I've lost the plot a little. What are you talking about?
Who are we? What are you talking about? I'm really confused.
Oh
Me and my-
no!
me and
Emmett's
my
spilling the
compatriots.
beans to a fucking Alden spy.
No. So my family's been hurt, and I
Okay.
just want to be able to make a name for myself again.
I understand that. I understand that notion. So what's that got to do with Yin's going to Quithlin?
I just want some information on what hurt my
I thought
family.
you were trying to find us a boat.
He's asking why we're going there.
I'm so confused.
You're not there. You're not there.
Just chill.
I'm also really confused for the record, but I'm just keeping it going.
Can I roll an
Okay,
insight
so-
check to see if this guy's chill?
No, just go. It's fine.
Uh,
You don't need to roll an insight check. You're just fine. I'm just,
yeah.
as a DM, I'm confused because I feel like you've said 8 different stories to this guy, and I don't know what you're talking about.
We're drunk.
Oh,
It's
okay,
bad.
sure. Oh, yeah, it would have been good to know. Okay, sweet. Okay,
Said I
awesome.
participated in the merrant.
Yeah. I didn't know how intensely you were getting into it.
How strong is that shit?
At like 3%, but you had a lot of it.
Exactly.
Okay, sure. Okay, it's cool.
We're going there to get some secrets that will eventually lead to a good payout.
Emphasis on the sea, am I right?
Oh my god.
Lots of secrets. Okay, sure. So how much are you willing to pay? I see it's gonna be time for one of us.
No, I was just
very
messing.
good.
Wait, is it gummy time?
No, I promise Noah I play this whole game sober. It
He
looked
didn't,
Going
remember
turned
dry.
anything
out.
that happened in it. He didn't remember anything that happened in the last half of the last episode.
How much are you needing for 4?
As much as you're willing to pay.
Well,
But for you, a marsh flare, if you promise that I'll get some sweet booty out of it, I'll absolutely do whatever you need for a little bit of a discount.
They sank me ship.
I feel for you. That
Yeah,
fucking sucks.
it really fucking does.
Yeah, it really fucking does.
You see, I'm waiting on a venture coming in from we made some very good shit.
Aye, the good shit. Is it guaranteed?
We made about 15 pounds of pixie dust and elven party drug.
You're turning into like a Texan fucking sheriff.
Pixie dust, and we're trying to get out of here. We're trying to move across the border.
You don't have that
So-
anymore, do you?
Yeah, it's being
Pixie
sold.
dust? No, yeah, they gave it to Hatchet.
It's being sold.
But you don't
Hey,
have it
my
on your
God.
person anymore.
No, they gave it to Hatchet.
Yeah.
So
But-
he said they're waiting for the money to come back to him.
Right, okay, gotcha.
I get you.
So
So, where's that leave us?
I'll give you some more once we get the money back.
So, how many are you trying to ferry across?
5.
Me and 4 others.
That's 5. Okay, so I'd say it's about 20 gold a pop. I'd take you on. But I can't give you food and that. You'd have to find it yourself.
How much food do you have on board? Because
Not enough for you, I'll tell you that much.
I'm just saying, I've got this here item. As
How
long as food
expensive?
is in. Well,
How expensive is it?
I don't know. I'd have to get it appraised, but
You're a
it makes
shitty
it
pirate.
so.
You don't know how
Food's
much the
not-
goods you're carrying are worth.
Oh, it's priceless to me as a captain.
Oh, well, that solves all my problems.
It makes it so the food does not spoil.
Aye, that's pretty good, that.
So if you have anything that would be perishable on board right now, it would not spoil if I'm
Well,
there.
seeing as we're going across the sea, typically we don't carry stuff that had spoiled.
Aye,
Not the
aye.
principle, you know.
But if you want some of the good shit,
Yeah, sure, we'll get some cantaloupe and that and just
Aye.
load it up.
Aye.
And some fresh meat or whatever, and yeah, sure.
it would
Aye,
not
aye.
spoil. I'm sure it would be good for morale.
Sure, yeah, good for morale. Yeah. So, yeah, sure.
Get
Well,
it from a merchant on the way or something.
a what?
A merchant.
A merchant? I thought you said a Martian.
I heard that too. I'm a fucking
You're
Martian,
trying to see a
man.
Martian on the way.
Hey,
Okay.
we can steal a bit on the way if you'd like.
Sure. Are you sure you want to get into that kind of scrap out on the open water?
I mean, me, I'm always ready for scrap. Although my companions might not be.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, sure, we can get into some fights out in the water. If you say so, we can get out into fights in the water.
That's
sure
me
your companions-
personally. That's
I'm
me
sure-
personally, not my companion.
I'm sure if your companions are anything like you, good pirate lords, then they'll understand getting into a scrap or two out on the water. Not for the faint of heart or the elderly, though. I'll just say that.
We
No,
do
the
have an elderly
elderly.
man. We do have an elderly man traveling with us.
Is he a
unfortunately.
pirate?
No,
He's
he's a wizard.
Well, okay, I guess we'll try to avoid it. Is he sensitive to that kind of thing? Do you think he's got a weak heart?
I do not think they have a weak heart, though.
Okay, well, I guess that's just blanket acceptance then.
Yes.
I'll just take that as approval from you to
If
get
it's
into
on the
scraps of
way,
water.
if it's on the way, I do
If
not
it's on the
want to
way.
avoid them.
And then if
If they're
there's
on the
any
way.
kind of problem, well, I guess it'll all be your fault. That's fine with me.
No, it's not.
You're the one that gave blanket approval for it, so I guess that's fine. You can go tell your companions. 100 gold total, and we can
I'm
get
just gonna
going.
hand 100 gold to him right now, since I have it
Okay,
on
that's
me.
a lot of money you just got lying around. I'll take it off your hands, though. You got any more? I meant 120 gold.
Oh, come on now. You can't play me like that.
I'm pretty experienced. You'd be surprised.
I
What
got
are your
props
options?
for trying.
How about for 10 gold for trying?
10 gold? I'll give you an electrum piece for trying to buy
How about
another
10
drink.
electrum pieces for trying? How
That's
about-
1 gold, damn it.
Oh, yeah, sure, it's 1 gold. Give me 10 electrum pieces.
How about another drink?
I'll
You
take
order
it.
another
Ah,
drink
whatever.
for him.
You're good. You've been a
Order
good
him
lad.
another
I'll
drink
take
for
your
him.
up on it.
And he
Oh,
takes a big fucking swig from his fucking thing.
I'm taking a sip.
Okay, sweet. This has been an extended RP.
He's a good man, this one.
I hope this has been entertaining for everybody else, because it's been a lot of RP.
It's been fun.
Okay, cool.
And when we wind down for the night, I guess I'll go back to the Sleeping Stars.
Sweet. So we'll say it's like 9 o'clock. Is Gerard at...
Cut to Gerard. I'm fucking passed out of the fucking table.
That works for me. So Gerard is still at the Gnarly Grape. Does anybody want to do any shopping before we head off?
Well, is Kyle
Alright,
here?
what?
Or Paul?
No, he's... Yeah, Paul's here, right?
Okay.
The only thing I would want to buy is a blank or like 1 or 2 spells filled spell book that I
You
can
were
start
so
copying.
obsessed with getting this spell book.
I am justifiably worried that I may lose my first spell book
Okay.
because I don't
Um,
know if you count a spell book as in itself a magical item.
Can I assuage your fears?
Well, this has been the question for me. Magical items are basically indestructible until you, well, dispel them or you throw them into lava or something. So, My question to our DM is: a spell book a magical item?
Let me put it this way: you really don't have to worry about your spell book being taken. It's not something that I've put in my plans at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you think Noah, the DM, is going to like ruin your fun of your character?
Why would I do that on purpose?
I mean,
How
I
shitty
would, because I'm
How
a
shitty
dick.
would that be of me to be like, oh yeah, your spell book? Oh, it's just gone now. Fuck you. And you have no way to
Oh.
get it back. I see your spell book as
Oh, you
inherently
jumped
a
in the
part of
water?
you.
I hope your spell book was laminated.
I hope you
Hey,
laminated it, asshole.
Bitch, I
I
can
know.
control water. Fuck you. It's
Control?
fine.
Is control
No.
water not like a level 3 spell?
Level
It
3,
is.
not
It
yet.
is.
Not
Oh,
yet. But I
okay.
get it.
Because you've
I get
said
it.
it throughout the campaign, and it came up recently in my research, and I was like, control water's a level 3 spell. Austin's been fucking lying to me.
No,
no,
I've been
'cause-
using. That was role flavor shit.
Yeah,
for
okay, yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
Like
I
my
got you, I
sniffing
got you.
out arcane.
Yeah.
Like- Me being mad because I'm literally made of water, I'm the least likely bitch to get hurt when there's fire.
Well,
Okay.
one of my favorite things to do as a DM
What
to
does that do?
torture a magic user into giving information is to take their spell book and dispel the spells out of it one by one.
And that's reasonable, but I'm gonna fuck with you in other ways. I'm not gonna just ruin the game for you.
Well, it's also
Okay.
weird to just mess with your actual class
Yeah.
like stuff. I've
That'd be
never
like-
had any DMs mess with class related
That'd
things.
be like me literally taking Gerard and being like, oh, by the way, now you just can't use holy spells. Fuck you. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah,
Or Emmett being like,
Afraius is dead now, and all your
Wow,
paladin
I'm-
skills are gone.
yeah. I
Apparently,
mean, I could
am very mean.
I could absolutely implement at some point something to do with Afraius is gone, and that has to do with whatever's the fuck is going on with like the
Well, also
magic.
I think that would be cool. I actually think
Yeah.
if like Afraius, like if my paladin ability fucking disappeared and Afraius was like fucking killed or something, I think it'd be really interesting.
But I would never full on be like, okay, now you have no options.
But also, it
You're
would have
just-
to make sense mechanically for the game. Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
Now
couldn't
you have
just
to
say
be
that
a
now you can't
breaker to
play.
bring her back.
Because from at that point, Paul, you would be a magic user who has to deal with melee only. They're literally their lowest fucking skill.
Like you would just
Um,
reroll a character at that
no,
point.
'cause
It'd be like
yeah,
your
it would
character
be-
guide.
Only the prepared spells in Murgo's head would be the only ones that would be saved. And that's it.
Yeah, but don't worry about it, Paul. I'll say that. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll let you know if I'm gonna bring something like that up. If that's that big of a worry for you, I'll let you know if I'm gonna bring up something similar. Like, hey, you may want to start preparing just in case something happens. I'll let you know that if there is a possibility for it to happen, I'll bring it up ahead of time.
Roger that. Okay.
Roger.
So let me ask,
No.
does anybody want to go shopping before we do this setting off on the journey? Because it's about midnight, so I know
Yeah.
Aaron's probably about ready to go.
I wanna not retroactively, but like amend my statement that like I'm fucking passed out on the counter. I have drinking to the point of good intoxication, and now I'm stumbling down the street to the inn. I don't want
I'm
to just
stumbling
like,
at about the same time.
stay and sleep at the gnarly grave. Oh great! So we're gonna fucking stumble drunkenly into each other.
Okay.
Hey,
So
where
you
have
guys-
you been?
So
The
you
only
two are
way-
coming back. Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, the only way I would know to prepare for the sea voyage would be to talk to Emmett. And that hadn't happened yet.
Well, you guys know you're going to be traveling. You just don't know how yet.
Would the
Yeah.
inn have rations?
Yeah,
You
you would
can
have basic
technically-
necessities. Yeah.
You can ideally buy whatever the fuck you want with that item I have.
What are you
With that
talking about?
salt block I have. Because Noah basically
Oh yeah,
related, like it,
your
you can
food won't
basically
spoil no
buy
matter
whatever
what.
the fuck you want right now.
But if you want
Yeah,
to
but
just stick with basic
Rations are usually
fine.
cheaper than the stuff in
Yeah,
the
they
inn,
are.
right?
Yeah,
That's why I'm
exactly.
asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to spend
that's
more
the-
money.
And that's the reason why I'm not going to spend anything until I know our travel method.
Yeah.
Because then it also gives me the ability to plan out how much food to buy.
So do you
Yeah.
want to see what food is here, real quick?
I'm more of just if we're going to buy rations, I just want to make sure I can buy enough for the boat?
Yeah,
right?
that's
We
fine.
did
Yeah,
I've
boat
got
boat is
15 right
27.
now.
Boat is 27 days.
days. Okay.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
are rations? 1 gold, 1 silver.
I'm looking now. I'm double checking.
Thank you.
Hang on,
Yeah.
because I don't remember off the top of my head. Market price of foods. Is it here?
Because if Emmett has a salt block, and Anoia has the bag of holding.
You're so awful
Dumb.
with names, Paul. I'm sorry.
Dumb one in the other.
I love you, Paul.
Oh.
But you're so awful with remembering names.
I am
Okay,
terrible
so-
with names.
Worst. It's
Also-
you're worst.
Also,
Yeah.
the from my understanding, a ration weighs 2 pounds,
I
and you
don't
only
One
need
care.
a
ration?
pound of food a day.
I do not care about encumbrance at all. If
No, I
that's-
was saying you only need a pound of food a day, so you can live. We can do it with half rations.
Oh yeah, sure, that works. I'm totally okay
Oh.
with
Yeah.
that.
It's not like we're using a lot of energy.
I'll say a
Yeah.
ration is like 5 copper. It's pretty cheap.
5
Okay.
copper.
Yeah.
That's a lot cheaper than player handbook. I'm happy with that shit.
What is player handbook? I can't find it.
Rations.
What is it
Yeah, I think
listed under? Because when I went to
hold
I went
on.
to meals and inns, and when I went to food, it only gives me shit for like specific food. It doesn't
I'm
give me
putting-
shit for.
Party chat. It's on D&D. This is through D&D
It
Beyond.
says 5 silver.
5 silver, yeah.
5 silver. Okay, we can use that then.
I like
Yeah,
your
'cause-
5 copper better. It's cheaper.
5 silver is fine. We'll go with that.
Because the only
Thanks,
other
Austin.
thing I think
You.
Murgo
I
would
like
pick
cheaper.
up
Uh-huh.
would be just like a little travel Scrabble game and some books.
Does
Yeah,
Emmett
there's a,
need
um,
to eat food?
I do believe Noah said yeah.
Yeah,
What
we're
one?
ruling it. I'm not gonna do this stupid shit where if you're an air genasi, you only eat air. That's fucking dumb. I'm gonna have it be you're basically normal. You're just pretty much composed of water, but you're not. You're not like
the
an
only reason I
elemental.
was asking is because like, Emmett doesn't have any organs, so I'm like, wait a minute, then why does he need to eat if he doesn't
Yeah.
have like organs? Doesn't make any sense.
Shit. Where's the
Um,
first table?
It doesn't matter. It's just something that popped up in my head.
Paul, there's a gaming set. If I can find it. Do you want a dice set or a playing card set? I'll say both of these are available at the Sleepless.
Both.
A dice set is 1 silver. A playing card set is 5 silver.
Both.
Both. Okay, sure. So 6 silver.
27
On top of-
days. Murgo is
27
gonna be
days.
fucking mind.
And you said some books, right?
Yep. Something to read.
There is a bookstore that we passed some time ago, is there not?
Oh. There was a bookstore.
So, god damn it. Where's the freaking money thing? Currency exchange rate. That's it. Thank God. Just gonna have to look it up in my player's handbook soon enough.
Yeah, there's a bookstore near the blacksmiths.
Yeah, I just added it.
Silver. So basically, I'm spending like 2.5 electrum on. It's 2.5, 3. How much does it cost for general entertainment books?
I'm about to bring it up now. Hang on.
Okay. Because I may also want to just borrow some good shit.
I do have a books list. You're looking for just general books, like regular books?
2 general entertainment books and 1 on the nature of good and evil gods, the main religious ones.
Interesting, Murgo. Do you have an inspiration currently? You do.
Yes, I do. You just gave it to me.
I did. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Wait,
We'll
did I
say
get an inspiration again, by the way, or or not? Sorry.
you. We'll say sure. I want to give you the inspiration for having that experience. So even though you use your inspiration after, technically, I'll give it to you again.
Okay.
Just for now.
You don't have to. I just wasn't sure.
No, I will, because I wanted to have that experience there. Okay, so we'll say general entertainment books. We'll say are like 4 gold each. And you said you're looking for something specifically about good and evil gods. So I'm gonna have to write that in between sessions, Paul. But we'll say that costs 10 gold if you want to buy it.
Yeah, so that'll
be
18
considered
gold.
a rarer book.
And then I'm spending roughly
Oh.
6 Electrum pieces on food and entertainment. So, all right.
Okay. Iona, are you looking at books?
Yeah, I'll look at some books too.
Okay. Do you care what book you get? Do you want to roll a D100 or do you want to?
Actually,
I have 53 Electrum minus 6.
no. Here, I don't really care what book I get. I'm just gonna
Okay, so
collect my books.
general book, which is what did I say, 4 gold, right?
More Arcana, unless if there's anything more like.
Arcana specific books. Let's go ahead and do 6 gold for that.
Okay.
And is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Just more interesting types of magic.
More interesting types of magic. Do you
I
mind
guess.
being
I don't know,
a
just
bit
anything.
more-
I mean, right now there's nothing like in my head that I could think about other than just maybe learning more about the weird magical gods and stuff in the world. And magic
Okay,
related
so
to
maybe
those gods,
scouring
maybe?
to see something about like forbidden magic.
Yeah.
If there's anything about it. Because I'll let you know. Typically, you wouldn't find anything about like forbidden magic. That'd
Well,
be like
that's why
going
I
on
wasn't.
Google
I didn't
for
want
example.
forbidden
But-
madness, even forbidden stuff. Just anything about. I don't know anything about any other arcana of other like other than Aphraius. Like I don't know much about other gods that would give.
Oh, so
people,
more of
Just
like a religious
general.
sort of arcana sort
Yeah.
of thing.
because I know
um,
Fluxon's going to be the place I need for actual.
Yeah, so I
other
guess I'll give
information.
you and Paul the same book if that's okay. I don't know if you guys want to share the book or you want your own copy because that's 10 gold if you want your own copy.
Yeah, I can get my own copy.
The Arcana book?
Yeah, she wants it.
I'll
It's
go
about like
halvesies with it on you.
That works too. Then we can just go halvesies.
sweet, so
Works
5
for me.
each. So I know Emmett and Gerard are drunk right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything they'd like to buy before we set off? Out of character?
Personally have 15 rations, and if I'm going off half rations, I'm good for the trip.
Can I get the? I didn't write anything about the book down.
I haven't written it yet,
Oh,
so
okay.
just for now, put religious book TBD or whatever, and I
Got
can go into your journals and paste whatever I write.
I have a section in my journal, in my notebook for books. So.
Okay, sweet.
I think I'm good. I'm saving up on something to buy. Anyway.
You're talking about armor, right? Wasn't that something you were looking at?
Yeah, plate armor, but plate armor is expensive as fuck.
Okay.
I'm also
Yeah,
really
Unless you're
banking.
pricing plate armor different.
No, I'm just using the standard PHP.
And I'm also probably gonna sit there and ask everyone for the 20 gold in the morning after I'm awake and
Okay.
everything. I'll ask them for gold back because I'm poor right now, anyways.
So we'll
I'm holding
say.
to my character's standards.
So nobody else has anything else they want to buy? Iona, nothing else? Okay. So we will go ahead and call it there for now, I guess. And then next week we'll pick up at the beginning of the journey.
Do we want? They don't know about the travel. Do we want to start like with me telling them, "Hey, we're
yeah,
set.
we'll
Do you
deal
wanna
with
go
all
to
that
the...
next
okay.
week.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll deduct a 20 for my share of the travel
Oh,
expenses.
Okay.
The
I
start
was
of
gonna
it.
say let's
God damn it.
let's wait until everybody does
We can
it
do
next
it in RP.
I
Yeah.
might as well just
Sweek.
go ahead and stop the stream here because fucking
Yeah.
the bot when it left it fucked everything up.
I did that.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't think it would. I didn't realize it would do that.
No, that's fine. This is good stuff.